Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me? Is we good? Is we good? Cause you know I'm about to go in. Y'all know I've been missing y'all for a day or two. You know I'm about to go in. So I want to make sure y'all can hear me and see me correctly. Before we get started though, everybody got the okay, everybody say yeah, we can hear. Okay, we good. Can y'all see me? Can y'all see me correctly too? Okay, everybody saying we good. All right, let me show y'all this view before we really get started. I gotta show y'all this. This shit is crazy. Let me show y'all. Hold on. All right. Let me show y'all this view, man. This shit right here is just, it's next level shit, man. It's just shit, just next level. This shit next level right here, man. This is next level. So for those who didn't know, yeah, we still out here in Arizona. We still on our vacation, or shit, it might be a staycation. Shit, I don't know. Whatever guys say, it's good. It's good. Then we gonna rock with it. You dig what I'm talking about? So I wanted to show y'all this view one time, man. This shit is, this shit is just like, it's crazy, man. That's the college. That's the college right there. I'm pointing at, y'all see right there? That's Arizona State University. That's the college. So tomorrow, Snoop Dogg gonna be performing up there at the college right there. Snoop Dogg in town. He gonna be performing right there at the stadium and shit. They got a little, they got a bowl game tomorrow. I might go see what it's like. But yeah, man, Arizona, man. South Arizona, Tucson, Arizona to be exact. So Sunday, I'm gonna be back in Phoenix. When I get back to Phoenix, Arizona, that's like 2 hours from where I'm at. When I get back north, I'm gonna show y'all Phoenix. We going in when we get to Phoenix. Oh man, there's so much shit out there. Yeah. But we out here in Tucson, so we out here in South going south of Phoenix. You feel what I'm talking about? And so yeah, man, we out here, man. Just look at the clouds up there, man. Look at the Most High, man. How the Most High did it, man. Look. Got the mountains and shit right there with the clouds. Look like a heavenly voice about to come out of the clouds. Look at the clouds, man. Yeah, man, this how we do it. You feel what I'm talking about? Nice, amazing, beautiful view. We ain't too far from Mexico. We like 2.5 hours away from Mexico. The country, not New Mexico. We like 2 hours away from Mexico, okay? So I just wanted to show y'all this one time, give y'all a little introduction about what we get and shit like that there. And, you know, kind of put on one time for the people, because I know a lot of people been having some speculations about where I'm at. A lot of people been asking me, True, where you at? Is you in Vegas? Is you in LA? Nah, we in Arizona, man. We in Arizona. I'm out of LA and I passed Vegas on the way down. You feel what I'm talking about? So I just wanted to give y'all a nice little feel about where we at right now, and then, you know, just one time for the one time. You dig what I'm talking about? Let me see who in this thing before we get started, though. Let me see who in this thing. Man, my people coming on in. 832 say, yo, True, what's good with you, 832? I see you in this thing, big dog. I see you, 832. What's good with you, brother? Naturally say, nice topic. Let's go. Let's talk about it. Quinage in this thing say good evening. Good evening to you too, sis. Glad to see you back in the place to be, sis. Hope everything is well with you. Easter Wiley say True Media, thumbs up. You already know, Easter, here we go. You already know, and we listen in for another historical and dope discussion. And y'all know I have to show y'all the view one time before we really get rocking. Quinasia say, hey fam, hey, how you doing, Quinasia? I'm doing good. I hope you're doing good, sis. Virgil in this thing say, what it do, Virgil? I see you in this thing, Virgil. Emmanuel Sanders in this thing say, I've been knew this, but America is a good country to live in. Oh, definitely. America is I will argue, and I would say probably the beautifulest country in the world. Straight up. And we're going to talk about it today. We're going to talk about how to keep yourself from falling into that pit, falling into that state of depression, falling into societal norms and trying to live what everybody else wants you to be and not be living and doing what God called you to be. You see what I'm saying? So it's a difference. And we're going to go in on this topic. Don Juan in this thing say, yes, sir, F the system in the matrix. I'm highly motivated to find my exit out this rat race every day. Man, you got to find that shit, man. Listen, Don Juan, when you find it, big dog, man, listen, throw your boy a $2 spare, man. Throw me $2 one time. I'm just playing with you, Don Juan. Listen, Don Juan, bruh, the amount of peace I've been at, brother. It, bruh, I damn near. Let me turn the camera around for y'all one time. I'm a grown man, bro. I'm a grown ass man. The amount of peace I've been at for the past month or two, just by moving around, and when I walked away from that lease, and when I didn't renew my lease at that last place that I was at the condo. That's where I was staying at. I told my landlord I don't want to live here no more. When I did that shit, it's like bruh, it feels so good, bruh. It feel good not to be attached to nothing, Don Juan, bruh. It feel that I don't know how to explain it, bruh. It feels so good, bruh. Like, and I swear to God, bruh, it ain't even about the money, bruh. It's just about the peace that I'm able to get. You feel what I'm saying? It's like I never. Man, y'all, I'm telling you, bruh, like, I'm the kind of person, I do everything for everybody, bruh. You feel me? Bruh, I give like a motherfucker, dog. I do everything for everybody. And it's like for the first time in my life, I told myself, go live, bruh. You feel what I'm saying? Go fucking live. Straight the fuck up. Go live. Go live. You know what I mean? Yeah, I still got responsibilities and things I got to take care of. I know how to prioritize. I know how to be responsible as a grown man. But the amount of pressure that has been released from me since I started making certain moves of late is bruh, it's like a I'm living in a dream right now, bro. Like, it feel like I'm living in a dream, Don Juan. I'm not even lying to you, bro. It's like I'm existing, I'm living, bro. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't got the societal norms attached to my lifestyle. I don't got the fucking all them bills and all that shit like that there, because I'm trying to present myself to look a particular way to other people who I know really don't give a fuck about me. And when you let that shit all go, bro, and you say, you know what? I'm just about to live, bro. I'm about to really do what's in the best interest of me being happy. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm about to detach myself from this system, this matrix. And I know I'm going to have to dib and dab in and out of it. You feel what I'm talking about? I know I can't fully detach myself from it because I still got family members that's within it and shit like that. But it's just about knowing what it feels like to be free. Like, completely detached. This system is designed to break you in every way. And the reason why it's set up and designed to break you in every way is because it knows that most of the things you need, the necessities that you need, is tied to this system. And so now they can kind of, do you how they want to do you, tell you where you got to be, when you got to be there, how you got to look. And a lot of people fear the opposite side of this system. And the opposite side of this system is where God live at. That's where God is at. It's in the unknown. It's in that dark space. It's that dark alley people scared to go down. It's that thought of what people gonna think about me if I do this or if I don't do that no more. That's where God is at. And I'm telling you right now, bruh, when you detach like fully, and I'm not saying you might not never, you know, realign yourself with different parts of the system, but I'm saying I think everybody should get an experience of what it's like to just be free, to just not have nothing, you feel what I'm saying, coming their way, no stresses, no nothing. Now, of course, you still gonna have real life issues and problems and things like that, but to not be tied to nothing but my car and shit like that and the little few couple bills I got, man, this shit is like, it's like I'm living in a dream, bro. Like and this one of the things I wanted to talk about when I had this topic on mind is every day you got to live like you living in a dream. Every day you got to be living your life like you living in a dream, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and you just can't be scared of the unknown. You can't be scared of what people gonna say about you or how they feel about you when they see you make certain moves and decisions in your life. And I'm really starting to realize and understand, bro, like, it's so much more to life if you just let the fuck go. You gotta let that shit go, bro. Man, motherfucker gonna tell you all kind of shit. Man, that ain't gonna work. Man, you can't do that. Man, you look crazy if you don't. Man, stop listening to people, man. I keep telling y'all this. You let people live for how they want to live. You let people live their life according to their upbringing, their beliefs, and their ideologies. But you ain't got to take on their same personal ideologies, beliefs, and their upbringing. Man, you got to get out here and fit in this world because this world is yours. It was made for you. You feel what I'm saying? And you got to make sure you make it work out in your favor before you go to your grave. Straight up. You just listen. We got to do what we got to do. We got to be responsible. We got kids. We got family. We got to prioritize. We got to pay the bills and all that shit like that there. But the more you start eliminating some of those responsibilities, the more freer you're going to start becoming. And what society did or what this system did or what this current construct is all about is about tying you down to multiple responsibilities. So you never get a chance to live, bruh. So you never get a chance to live. You see what I'm talking about? And I'm telling you, bro, it is so much to be thankful for, bro. Like, just to be free like this, bro. I'm free, my nigga. I ain't gotta, only thing that I really think about is my son. Because that's my responsibility. That's my responsibility. I brought him into this world. But me and my son talk every day. You dig what I'm talking about? And so, but outside of my son and my immediate family, my mama, my sisters, but I really don't, it's like I'm learning how to detach and let go in ways that I never knew that was possible. And one thing I know about society and one thing I know about friends and associates and one thing I know about this social media shit, we listening to people all day long in our ear, telling us what to do, how to live, where to be, how to dress. And it's like, bruh, sometimes you gotta cut that shit the fuck off. Especially if you know these people ain't going where you going. They don't want what you want. And the government did a good job at making people attack you for doing things that's not a part of the societal norms. Just because I don't want to do what's been programmed for us to do, that don't make me indifferent or weird or crazy or nothing. But this system, the government, these motherfucking ball players at the top of the pyramid, they designed this shit in a way to where if you break away from the system or the matrix just a little bit, the same people that look like you gonna put you down. It's going to be the same ones that look like you going to argue with you about making certain changes in your life. And I'm telling you right now, man, you got to live your life for you. Can't nobody tell you how to live your fucking life. You do this shit with what's in the best interest of bringing you peace and happiness. Straight up. Motherfucker going to talk all day till they blue in the face about a thousand different things that don't mean nothing at the end of the day. And all I'm telling you is, bruh, Don Juan and everybody else on this live, if you don't hear me nothing else, hear me this. Break away from this system, bruh. Find avenues and find gaps. Find ways to get the fuck out this shit. And I'm not telling you that you probably never gonna attach yourself back to it. Like, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with having a house, or you want to go buy a house and pay a mortgage, and you want to pay a car note. Those things is cool, but those things keep you tied down to unnecessary responsibilities. I'm telling you, bruh. That's why I sold all my shit. I sold my cars. I sold all that shit. I moved out of my last condo I was just in. I don't want that shit no more because I had it all, bruh. And what I'm understanding and realizing that, yes, I'm gonna get it again. I still got, but right now I'm living. Right now it's about me. It ain't about the car. It ain't about the house. It ain't about the rent. It ain't about the bills. It's about me, my sanity, and my fucking peace of mind. You see what I'm talking about? And just having this taste of freedom like this, bro, I can see why the ancestors. I can see why the ancestors was more productive than us in ways of creating certain things that's of a mystery of today. It's a lot of things the ancestors did that we can't figure out how they did it. How the fuck y'all create the pyramids? How y'all was able to carve houses throughout certain mountains and go throughout the Grand Canyons and shit like that, and build certain, you know what I mean, certain landscapes with nothing but stone. The reason why we can't figure out how the ancestors did that, because the ancestors was on another level spiritually. You feel what I'm saying? They wasn't tied into this society. They wasn't tied into this world. They didn't have to suffer from the same form of systemic racism, systemic beliefs, systemic laws and regulations that we got to suffer from today. And so they was more freer. They was able to roam these same hills. Let me show y'all these hills. See these hills? Yeah, man, the ancestors was able to roam these hills, man, free of charge, man. They ain't had nobody telling them they trespassing. They'll look at you like, man, what the fuck you mean I'm trespassing? See, the ancestors ain't have to worry about none of that. They was able to roam these same hills, these same lands, free of charge, bruh. You feel what I'm saying? And that's how they was able to get a lot of more shit done, because they was free. And once you experience that level of freedom that I'm talking about, bruh, of just detaching yourself, bruh, I'm telling you, bruh, it's a feeling that I can't explain, dog. It's a feeling that I can't explain, bro. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, man, that's what we doing, man. Yeah. Yeah, man, that's what we doing. You got hills way back over there. Them all hills, bro. Mountains all over there and shit. You know what I mean? Man, I'm telling you, dog. This shit is crazy, bro. And what I think what happened to me was let me turn it this way. There we go, so I can stand up a little bit. Yeah, let me turn. We good? Okay, we good. I think what had happened to me was I've been to a lot of different places. I've been to New York. I've been all over the country. But when I got here, right, I don't know if you want to call it a culture shock. I don't know what name you want to give it. But I got hit with this wave of, I can't even explain it, bro. It was like you ever seen something and you was like in the awe, like, oh man. You ever like, you remember when you was a kid and you would have them awe moments, like, oh my God, like them oh my God moments and shit like that? Bruh, when I got here, bruh, it was an oh my God moment, bro. I'm like, bruh, I'm like a kid in the candy store and shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, damn, bro. Like, I'm like, damn, I'm about to get me some of this. I'm thinking in my mind, right? I touched down. I'm like, I'm about to get me some of this shit. You feel what I'm saying? I'm about to get me some of this shit right here. And so, you know, I just want to let y'all know, man, bro, just live your life, bro. Stop tripping, bro. Stop letting people impose their will, their fears, and their failures on you. I'm telling you, bro, you got to do what you got to do to live your life for you and according to your peace of mind's sake, straight up. And so let me get back in the chat real quick and talk to the people one time. I just had to say that, man, because you know life is it's just beautiful, dog. It's good, man. It's really what you make it too, man. Natural say, I'm so proud of you, man. I appreciate you, Natural. Yazis, thank you for that. I appreciate the support and the positive commentary. Daniel Berry Sports in this thing. My brother Daniel Berry say, happy Friday. Hello, everyone. What's up with you, Daniel Berry? We see you in this thing, big dog. Enjoy your weekend, man. 832 say, yo, true. We can't. Okay, that was earlier. Okay, Sultry say, I literally said, where's True Media? And you're live. Yeah. yeah, you know I wasn't going I can't leave y'all for too long. Easter Wiley says like a jungle sometimes it makes you wonder why we keep going under. Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you like this, Easter and everybody else. This system have so many avenues to keep you trapped. And you know what's sad about it? Let me tell you what the fucked up part about this system is and what's really sad about it. The government ain't even got to convince you or try to persuade you to live a particular way. You know who will fuck with your mind about doing different shit? Your family, your spouse, the people on the internet, the people in your neighborhood, your friends. These people will convince you that it ain't nothing wrong with the Matrix. Why you trying to be different? These people will convince you that it ain't nothing wrong with paying bills. Yes, the fuck it is something wrong with paying bills. Yes, the fuck it is something wrong with the Matrix. Yes, the fuck it is something wrong with my mind when I'm spinning out of control and losing myself because I'm trying to keep up with some shit I didn't even sign up for. I didn't sign up for this bitch. I didn't sign up to pay no motherfucking bills every 30 days. I didn't sign up for this weird ass shit we doing out here. Where the fuck the contract at? Ain't nobody come to me with no contract just saying put your John Hancock on the dotted line and you sign up for this shit. I ain't signed up for this shit. So I ain't got to go along with this shit. And I don't have to live like this. And that's the blessing of having free will and understanding your power. See what I'm talking about? But they don't want you to know that. They want you to be convinced that, nah, the system gonna take care of your every need, and you can have the white picket fence, and you can do everything you want to do, but you gotta be you gotta be an abiding citizen. Fuck being abiding. I'm taking on the persona of my ancestors, nigga. I'm a rebellious citizen. I don't want to be abiding to shit, nigga. Fuck your system, nigga. Straight up. I'm gonna break the rules as much as I could around this bitch before I go to my grave. As long as I know I'm not putting nobody else in harm's way or in jeopardy, nigga. Fuck your system, nigga. Take back your clothes. Take back your fake ass the bill payments and all these motherfucking subscription-based payments you got me paying. Take back your fake ass culture and your traditions that you know that don't hold no motherfucking value. Nigga, I'm about to start living my life according to how God told me to live it. And if it mean I gotta step and run all over your ass, I'ma step and run all the fuck over your ass. Straight up, nigga. Because the Most High told me I can live according to how he want me to live. Fuck what a nigga talking about. Fuck what another man talking about. That shit don't mean nothing. You gotta go to the grave just like me. Straight up. I ain't taking no orders from nobody but the Most High. Real talk. And I mean that shit. Let me see who else in here. Narnia in this thing. What's good with you, Narnia? Natural say, I want to homeschool my seeds. I feel so forced to work and have to send them to school. God, nature, and I'm the first teacher. Though regardless, it's bullshit though. These corny ass systems. But this was really crazy about it though. Your kids ain't learning shit while they at school. They learning a bunch of fake history. They learning a bunch of fake shit they not even gonna be able to use after they get out of school. Just like us, Natural. We the same ways. Most of the shit we learned in school was fake news, fake history, propaganda, programming, and spell work. You know I ain't lying. And so you know this, and your precious kids, your precious babies just sitting at school with a stranger learning some shit that ain't even real. Because they're trying to brainwash the kids. And we have to understand and realize we have to start with us and then start with our youth. We have to change the way we think to begin change the way they think, the way they live, the way they move. And it all starts with God. You feel what I'm talking about? The God gotta be our government, not another man. Cause he put these systems and things in place to keep us arguing at the bottom, to keep his pockets growing, and to keep us being controlled by his tactics. Straight up. And I'm telling you right now, man, sis and everybody else on here, that is not cool. That's why I'm kind of like in a fearful state of having more kids, because I want more kids. If I'm being real, I know I'm gonna have at least like one or two more kids. I know I am. But right now, I'm trying to figure out the best way to allow my kids to grow up. Cause my son, he just turned 14 the other day. So he 4 years away from being grown. But one thing I told my son though, I said, as long as I'm your father and as long as I'm here, you can stay in my house as long as you want to. But the moment you start fucking up and you breaking rules and you want to listen to that bullshit in the streets, you can hit the road. And me and my son shook on it. I said, okay. He said, okay. So my thing, and my son is very intelligent. He very spiritual and he very intelligent. So for the most part, I got to keep my eye on him now. I got to make sure I keep grooming him right. But I ain't got to worry about him. My thing is the new kids, if I have newer kids, how they going to be able to adjust to this shit? You know what I mean? How they gonna be able to adjust to this system? Because we know it's fucked up and it's fraudulent. And we know it's full of fairy tales and make-believe stories around this motherfucker. And you got people on the internet that will argue with you. Oh, you ain't driving in a new 2025 Mercedes. Man, fuck what you talking about. You ain't living in you high value man. You a high value woman. Cause man, that shit don't mean nothing. You is arguing the point of another man who really don't even give a fuck about you. And you willing to argue with other people who want to break away from the system. Why are you trying to keep people in a condemned state of mind? Why are you trying to condemn people to the abyss, to this darkness, to this version of hell that's the system? That shit is hell. I don't care what nobody say. That's hell on earth. That system that man created, whether you want to blame it on Roosevelt, John Rockefeller, whoever you want to blame for making this shit up, that shit, it keeps you in a lower state. But when you really experience real freedom outside of that shit, I'm telling you right now, it become paradise on earth, on the same earth. You can have heaven and hell on the same earth. I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you. See what I'm saying? Look at all the beautiful, you know what I mean? Look at the nice views and shit. You know what I mean? You get out the way and show y'all these views. Man, I'm telling you, man, it's so much to be thankful for. All right? But the system will make you feel depressed and drained. And it was designed to do that shit for a reason. So you will never be able to live. So you will never be able to begin to rise. They know once you catch a hold or catch fire to that God frequency, it's over with. This is why they want to keep you in a lower state of thinking, because they know when you in that lower state of thinking, you in hell. But they know once you catch frequency to that 777, that 999, that 1111, that 333, that God frequency, it's over with. They know that you a problem. You the threat. It ain't the motherfucker that live on the hill that's a threat. It ain't the motherfucker that's driving a Lamborghini that's a threat. It ain't the motherfucker that got 3-4 motherfucking degrees that's a threat. It ain't the person that can shout and holler and scream to the top of their lungs about Jesus coming back to save them that's a threat. The person that's a threat is the person that have the God frequency. The person that have the God frequency and that's tapped into the divine, we the threats. We the ones they targeting and they trying to stop. Everybody else is my nuke. They don't really care about everybody else. Who got the God frequency? Just like in the Matrix. Who is Neo? Okay, he Neo, bet. We about to send 1 million agents after this nigga. Straight up. And yeah, I ain't getting paid by Starbucks, but I got my TT in attendance. This green tea to be exact. Emperor's Cloud. Go get you some. But I just want to let y'all know, understand this and consider this. Life can be full of meaning, purpose, and fulfillment. But when you tie to that monkey ass system, dog, it just evaporates. It literally evaporates all your plans. It evaporates the little bit of peace of mind that you have. It keep you sunk in, like in a sunk in place. You dig what I'm talking about? I gotta get to the car because my phone dying. But before we get to the car, on my way, I want to show y'all this view just one more time, man. One more time. One more time. This shit right here is too dope. You know what I mean? This shit just, man, this shit is like, this shit's so dope, man. They got houses. They got houses and shit all over there and shit. Them all houses way back up in there. You know what I mean? Them all houses and shit. Snoop Dogg gonna be performing right there at the stadium tomorrow. He gonna be performing at Arizona State right there in front of us. That's Arizona State. That's the stadium. Snoop Dogg gonna be in the building tomorrow. Yeah. I just wanted to show y'all, man. One time. I wanted to show y'all one time, man. But yeah, though, man. It's so much to be thankful for, man. It's so much to be thankful for, man. Real peaceful, man. Real peaceful. Ugh. Hold up real quick. Hold up. Shit, my phone about to die on me. All right. All right, we good. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me and see me. Y'all put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me and see me. Oh, shit. That's going to do that. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me and see me. Let me do that. Hell yeah. Yeah, it get real hot out here in Arizona, boy. This shit ain't no game. Shit, it get hot out here, boy. This shit ain't no game. Straight up. All right. All right, we good. All right. So yeah, like I was saying, man, you gotta understand the system is not from God. This is not God's doing. This is not This wasn't designed by God. This wasn't created by the Most High. This shit is not of God. None of it. None of it. Straight up. And so, you know, I just want y'all to remember, man, if you could, depending on your circumstances and your situation, do as much as you could to live a more simplistic life. What I mean by simplistic is simple. Do as much as you could to live a more simple life. The less you have to be accounted for, or the less responsibilities, the better. I'm telling you. The more responsibilities you have, the more you're going to be losing sleep. You're going to be running around here, never getting no time to spending yourself and shit like that. And you're going to always be concerned about keeping up with something. Okay? And that's not where we want to be at, man. Real talk. Okay, let me skip to the bottom. All right. Didi in this thing. What's good with you, Didi? I see you in this thing, sis. Didi in this thing. What's going on with you, sis? We love you. Didi, we've been missing you. Didi, we've been missing you. We've been praying for you. We've been concerned about you, and we love you. And I hope everything is becoming a little more easier every day, if possible. I know it's hard, and we just want to say we love you, and we know that God with you, and we with you. We got you. All right. And so thanks for tuning in, Didi. We've been missing you over here, sis. Real talk. And you know this live was meant to be right here. I got all my people on here, man. Damn, y'all know I've been doing a lot of talking. I ain't been seeing who was in the chat. I just been talking. You feel me? But it's a lot of people that's in here right now. A lot of people. This shit is and guess what, y'all? We hit 13,000 subscribers. True Media hit 13,000 subscribers. You can't make it up. Listen, when I started the channel, I just wanted to leave 2025 with 1,000 subscribers, but God had other plans, and we ended up walking away from 2025 with 13,000 subscribers, and we climbing. All right, I just looked at the analytics this morning, and it said I got like 13,000, 15 people, something like that. So we growing, everything is on the up, we prospering in the right direction. People around the country, hell, people around the world been reaching out to me by email, by commenting on the videos, saying they love the message, they love the channel, and this is what it's all about. We family over here. You dig what I'm talking about? And I'm telling you, we in for something so great. I can feel it. We in for something so great that it just put me in a state of peace every time I think about y'all, because the love, the support, the commentary, everything is positive. It's love over here, man. And I'm telling you right now, man, I'm so thankful and grateful to be in this position and to have y'all share this moment with me in this existence, in this lifetime, in this dimension. All right, before we get ready to ascend back to the divine. Well, before we get ready to descend or ascend back to the divine, we have a purpose and a mission that we were sent to do by the Most High. And we over here doing it, okay? And our presence is being felt, and that's what it's all about. And I love y'all, and I just want to tell everybody, all the supporters, all around the world. Canada, I got a lot of people follow me from Canada. I got a lot of people follow me from Africa. All right? So a lot of people follow me from East Asia. A lot of different places throughout the world. Man, true, man, we love you. We watching you. Shout out to the UK. Shout out to the United Kingdom. I got a lot of supporters over there, too. I be checking my analytics. It's a lot of y'all that follow me. I love y'all, man. This is y'all channel, too. And I appreciate and I thank everybody from the bottom of my heart getting us to 13,000 subscribers. The video's just been mind-blowing to see the commentary, the support, the views, everything going up like it is. And I'm telling you, man, this is what it's all about. Each one teach one. This is how it's done. This is how we supposed to do it. We all supposed to come together under one roof, whether we agree or disagree. We supposed to do it out of love and still support each other, okay? And I'm telling you right now, this is what it's all about, all right? Because believe it or not, y'all play just as much of a role on this channel than I do. I'm just the person that's always talking. But y'all play just as much of a bigger role than I do. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, I really thank y'all for the support, for the love. It's just been, it's been a blessing, man. I can't even believe I'm saying 13,000 subscribers. And I ain't even been on, like, everything been working so fast. Like, it's just been like, man, and I really want to give a special thanks to God, man. God bless all of us. God bless our hearts. God bless our homes. God bless our families, our loved ones. And God bless our relationships that we have with the divine. God, thank you for everything, man. This right here is God. You feel me? I don't want to get no credit for this. Only thing I've been doing is showing up. God been doing the rest. And I'm telling you right now, I appreciate y'all. And I just want to give a special thanks and a special shout out to the Most High, man. All praises to the Most High. Real talk. Real talk. Straight up. Let me go back up and see, hey, let me tell y'all something real quick, right? Cause I was sitting back the other day, and I think I was at like 13,000. I think I was at like 12,800 subscribers. This was just the other day, like last week. I was like, damn, what if I hit 13? I was just thinking like, damn, what's the odds of me hitting 13,000 before the year over with? And then when I looked yesterday or the day before yesterday, it said 12,000 and 12,985 subscribers, right? And so I'm thinking like, surely I know I can hit 13,000 before the year over with, right? But when I said that, right, it's like YouTube heard me. It feel like when I said I can hit 13,000, it's like YouTube heard me or something. I really think they heard me because, and this is what I mean by what I say. I think YouTube heard me when I said that. All of a sudden, when I said that, my subscribers stopped growing. And I was stuck on like 12,990 subscribers for like damn near a day or two. So I'm like, damn, this YouTube playing with me, bro. Like they don't want me to, they done heard me say 13,000 and they don't want me to, but you know, when God say go, can't nobody else stop. And we surpassed 13,000 with flying colors. And we on the road, man, to 15,000 and bigger numbers and stuff like that. And so, you know, I appreciate everybody, man. We came a long way on this channel in a short period of time, but we came a long way. You know what I mean? And so I appreciate my earlier supporters and stuff like that who've been rocking with me since day one. Man, it's been a blessing. You dig what I'm talking about? It's been a blessing. And so let me get back to the topic at hand. I just wanted to give some love one time to the people, man, because I feel like that's important to be appreciative and be thankful and have that sense of gratitude and just, you know, show people that you mean as much to this channel than I do. And I really mean that from the bottom of my heart. And that's why I think we growing so fast, because this is a safe haven place. This is a place where we come to show that side of us that we probably can't show our family, or we probably can't show our significant other, or we probably can't show nobody that we know. But you can do it over here on True Media, and I appreciate everybody. Real talk, straight up. Let me go back to the towards the middle a little bit. Okay, we passed that. Okay. Okay, I was right here. All right. Fierce soul in this thing. What's good with you, Fierce? I see you in this thing. Fierce soul. My brother say, True, was good, my boy. Happy holidays. Appreciate you talking, taking the time. Man, happy holidays to everybody out there. I hope everybody had a fantastic Christmas. Hope everybody have a fantastic New Year's, and everybody been enjoying themselves and not putting a whole lot of pressure on themselves and stuff like that. And I hope everybody been well in these last couple days of this year 2025. 832 say, yo, True, what's good with you? 832 SR Life say, this the result of Adam and Eve, saying that's why the system here is first place. Well, it's a lot that comes from why this system is really here. Now, we know from a divine perspective, we know we fell from a higher state of consciousness from a spiritual perspective. But even after the fall of mankind, even after the fall of humanity, it wasn't as bad as it is now. It's way worse than it was after the fall of the first few generations that experienced that fall after they fell from the divine. But all this shit nowadays, it's literally becoming very depressing for a lot of people, because although the first couple of generations that fell, they still had a sense of freedom, because they wasn't told to that they gonna be trespassing on certain lands and properties. No, our ancestors, the ones that that still was roaming throughout the lands of the earth, they still had a sense of freedom. They still live with from having natural having the natural ability to move how they wanted to. Nowadays, you really ain't got that. Nowadays, we tied into a system. Our ancestors wasn't tied into no system. We tied into a system that tell you can't go here, you trespassing, you can't go there. It has gotten very robotic, and they trying to turn us into robots and humanoids with all these decisions and restrictions. Like, damn, I thought I was a human on Earth. Why is you restricting me from traveling? Why is you restricting me from living? Why? Now, it's a difference if you want to tell me I can't go in a certain establishment. If you have a certain establishment that probably closed at a certain or particular time, then yeah, I should be willing to leave. But damn, I can't even go to different parts of the world or on the earth and the land and experience different things like the ancestors did, because you got certain guidelines, rules, and regulations that's preventing me from living or fulfilling the real human experience. God ain't got nothing to do with that. That's another man that's tying you down to a system. All right? Straight up. And that's what we here to talk about. Truth Risings, my brother Truth Risings in this thing. Look at my brother Truth Rising. Say, hit that like button. What up, Truth? What up with you, Truth? Man, I'm good, man. Just chilling, man. Living, enjoying the beautiful weather. Man, it's beautiful out here, man. The weather, Truth, bro. Man, it's amazing, bro. The weather it's around 70 degrees. Man, dog. Man, I'm just enjoying life, bro. Everything is good, man. Real talk, man. Hope everything good with you, brother. Straight up. Speedy Rider say, True Media, you a little renegade, what's that? Renegade running around the world. Running around the world, have fun. Yeah, I'm like a listen. I'm like a baby in the candy store for the first time. I'm just like, oh man, wow, oh my God. Like, that's where I'm at. I just been like, just shit. I'm just like a a child in the candy store right now, man. Straight up. You crazy, Speedy, for that, though. Truth Rising say, all praises to, man, all praises to the Most High, brother. You already know, man. Sutra say, crazy thing is I've been feeling detachment is key to freedom. Detachment is, Sultry, access, listen to me, Sultry. Detachment is where they do not want you to start finding that safe space to think your way into. They don't want you to think yourself into detachment. They want to keep you away from detaching. They want to keep you in a state of clinging on to everything around you. They want to keep you in a state of purchasing, buying, having subscription-based bills. They want to keep you in a state of clinging on to everything around you. They don't want you to go into that sunk in place on a positive side and start detaching from shit, because they gonna lose you. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, that's where freedom is at. And it don't look normal. It don't look normal like we was programmed to think what normal is. Now, it's normal in the eyes of God. It's normal in the eyes of the ancestors. It's normal to other chosen beings or other spiritual truthers like all of us on this live. It's normal to detach to us, but to people that's still stuck in the matrix and still stuck and programmed by this system, it ain't normal. And that's where the name calling come in at. They start calling you names. They start talking about you. They start spreading lies and making up shit about you. They start looking down on you and talking about this because they is under the spell work. They is under the matrix. They under the system functionings. They can't function outside of this system. And anybody that try to function outside of this system that they may feel like they can attack, they gonna attack you. Because what you doing is not normal to them. Straight up. Truth Rising's got the round of applause. Don Juan say, I feel you, bro. I knew I don't need to be rich. I just want to be free. I just want the freedom and peace. Let me read that again. I feel you, bro. I don't want to be rich. I just want the freedom and peace. Yeah, man. That is rich. That's rich. I got an even better one for you. That's wealthy. When you can learn to function outside of the guidelines of the system, when you can learn to live according to the purpose of God and nature, you wealthy. You found real freedom. And you rich. I do a lot of studying and a lot of research. One thing certain early Anglo-Saxons or Germans, a lot of German man and man from Germany, a lot of our ancestors, a lot of natives that's from America, a lot of them knew, even if they wealthy, like even if they rich far as the system, like even if they have money, a lot of them knew not to show it off. We living backwards. The wealthiest people, the ones that got a lot of resources and stuff, from a systematic point of view, a lot of them don't showcase that because they know that the more wealthier you become, the more you disappear. It's called the disappearing effect. I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit about the disappearing effect. This is a real thing I'm about to tell y'all about the disappearing effect, or about the vanish. The vanish it's a certain name that they call it. It's an effect. It's an effect that when you vanish or you disappear, you leave so much room, or You build so much room for growth and prosperity when you disappear from society. You leave people full of expectations and expecting certain things about you, but not knowing shit about you. It's called the disappearing effect. When you disappear and people speculate about your lifestyle, but they don't know where you at, they don't know how you living, they don't know how you moving, they don't know what you got. None of that. This is a real thing that certain German man used to practice in the 1800s. It's called the disappear effect. When you got it all, when you really rich, but you show up like you broke. I'm starting to learn this shit from them. But I already knew this shit internally. But I've been doing a lot of research, and one thing about the disappear effect, it comes with you letting other people think that you broke. Let other people think you ain't got nothing to your name. Let other people think that you ain't got no resources. Let other people think that you don't have nothing. This is all a part of the effect of disappearing from society. This is a real thing that certain mob figures, certain German men used to, Anglo-Saxon men, they used to practice these things back in the 17 and 1800s. They used to be wealthy. They used to be multi-millionaires, but then nobody never know who they was. Because it was a thing in society back then that the more wealthy you become, the more you disappear from the landscape, the more you disappear from society. That was a real thing that the rich used to practice back in the day. We don't do that nowadays. Nowadays, it's the opposite. The richer you get, the more you flaunt, the more you show off, the more you got to show people that you rich. That's not how they used to live back in the day. Back in the day, the richer they became, the people from back then, the less they showed you. It's called the disappearing effect. And you never really see them like that again. You probably see them once or twice. You dig what I'm talking about, in a particular location or area. But they knew that by them having so much, it was important to show little or show nothing at all. And just have you to speculate or to assume that they ain't got nothing going on. And it's about disappearing from society. This is a real thing that certain Englishmen from the 17 to 1800s used to practice back then. But a lot of people don't know this history. You feel what I'm talking about? Let me see. I was gonna try to keep up with the live, but it's so many people in here, and then y'all know I be doing a lot of talking. I be doing a lot of talking shit. All right, we right here though. We good. John Boy say, yeah, spiritual access say opposite is faith and alignment. Bet on yourself. Yeah, I'm telling you. It'll do you some good. Greg Francis say, my boy, love his content. I appreciate that, Greg, man. Welcome back to the live, Greg. I see you in this thing, Greg Francis. Salute to you, brother. Quinasia say, we're in a movie, guys. Yeah, I'm telling you. Listen. When God created the movie called Life, when God created the movie called Life, one thing that was promised to everybody in this movie was free will. When God came up with the script and said, you know what, I'm about to make a movie. And I'm about to have all these different characters in this movie. And in this movie, their main purpose is to become like a god. Their main purpose is to become as closest to me as possible. I want to see who gonna fulfill their obligation in this movie. And God said the number one thing in this movie that I'm gonna give them, regardless of what I feel, but because I'm God, the number one thing I'm going to give them in this movie is free will. I'm not going to try to control nobody to do nothing. I'm going to give each character in this movie called Life free will. And the ones that I call, the ones that's really chosen, is going to be the ones that won't forget about me. The ones that's really chosen and that was called to do a particular job or fulfill a particular obligation, those going to be the ones that won't forget about me. But the ones that forget about me, God is saying, I still love them too. So, like you just said, Quinasia, we all in one big movie. And God is the author, all right? God is the author. God is the one that wrote the script, okay? And each and every last one of us have a role to play in this movie, all right? And so, you got to remember, having free will was one of the main things you was promised and guaranteed. Now, somewhere within this movie, another man implemented his ideologies and his beliefs on what he want the movie to be. And some people may call him Satan. Some people may call him Lucifer. Some people may call him Adalabra. Some people may call him the devil. You feel me? This guy said, no. Okay, you did it like that, but I want to do it like this. And I want to bring a new foundation or a new way of thinking into your movie. And then, you know, God's sitting back like, okay, all right. I know it's going to go according to how I want it to go anyway, because I'm God. But I'll let you give it a shot, Lucifer, okay? So now what you have is a false God or a fake God that implemented his form of terminology into a bigger picture or a movie that was already created or designed before his existence. So now he giving his terminology to all these different characters. Okay? So, I say all that to say this. Which side I'm going to put it to you like this. When it's all said and done, what is your role in this movie going to tell other people? When it's all said and done, I repeat, what is your role in this movie going to tell other people? Okay? And only you know that. Only you can decide that because you was given free will. All right? And so that's something for you to think about. And you got to remember, you don't have to live according to another man's purpose. Because God made you with purpose. And it wasn't to do a lot. It wasn't to chase no dream. It wasn't to become no multimillionaire. It was to be obedient. To be structured. To become more spiritual. To have a relationship with divinity. Everything else is man-made. From your job, your religion, your dreams. All that shit is man-made. All right? And I hate to say it like that, but it's truth. It's all man-made. And so at the end of the day, y'all got to remember and understand, man. You got to do what's best for you to break away from this system. All right? And so I just want y'all to know that. And I want y'all to remember that. And I want y'all to consider that. Let me see. Sultry say, make room for you. Speedy Rider say, looking good. As always, I appreciate you, Speedy. Thank you. God bless you. Fierce Soul say 100. John Boy say, heck yeah. Royalty in this thing say, preach, King. You already know royalty. We going in. Vibration say, fortune favors the bold. You already know. I'm telling you, you got to be willing to step out on faith and be bold about your life. Sultry say, after a while, you don't care what they saying. You inclined to do you regardless. That's what it's all about. And after a while, you get fed up from the society bullshit and expectations that's put on you. You didn't even sign up for. We didn't sign up to pay bills, y'all. We didn't sign up to send our kids. Well, we probably signed up to send our kids to school. But the way it's structured and what we've been told, we didn't sign up for the manipulation process or to be misled. All right? And so, you know, it's just about taking back our power. Erie God both say, yes, True Media speak on it. You already know. Erie, welcome back to the live, my brother. Erie in this thing. Quinasia say, they were smart as hell. I love that for them. Yeah, I'm telling you. Ancestors, boy, they created all kind of stuff that we can't even figure out right now to this day. You know why? Because they had peace of mind. And they had spiritual connections that took them outside of this third dimensional plane, which then led them to make certain designs or to do certain things that's a mystery right now to this day. Let me see. Nick said, I said everything you're saying, brother. John Boy say I'm up by Rocky Mountains. Crazy. Yeah, you up there by the Rockies. I see you, big dog. Citrus say, tell it. Ancestors walked these part before us. Now it's time to be on top. Yeah, I'm telling you. And one thing you got to understand and you got to recognize and be willing to man, the ancestors had freedom, bro. They had freedom. They had so much freedom. We ain't got the freedom our ancestors had. Because we tied into this system. You feel what I'm saying? Truth Rising say, hit that like button kindly, man. Come on, y'all, hit the like button. It don't cost y'all nothing. Nick and this thing say, tell it on the stream, man. Preach that truth. You already know, brother. We going in. Say, is it just me or is time passing extra fast? I'm glad you brought that up. I'm going to tell you what's going on. What's going on is, remember that time is an illusion. Time is an illusion. Time ain't even real. But what is going on is the sun is rotating around the earth faster and faster and faster. The sun is rotating at a faster pace. That's what's going on. It's the sun rotating around the earth. The sun go down so fast. Sometimes I barely even be like getting a chance to do shit in the day. And before I look up, the sun already down. The sun already done went down. You know what I mean? And so what's going on is the moon and the sun is rotating around the earth faster. It's speeding up. The process of the rotation of the moon and the sun is rotating faster. It's rotating faster. And so it's a lot I can say about this. I don't want to really go into that lane because that's gonna take me out of what I'm trying to get y'all to understand or you know, kind of, you know, tell y'all in this live. So I don't really want to go too much into cosmic, you know, movement and you know, cosmic terminology and things like that, and talking about the cosmos and stuff like that there. But everything moves. I'm gonna say this, and I said this on one of my lives I did in the past while we on this topic, and I'm gonna say it again right now. Everything is living. Everything is alive. Everything is alive. The sun and moon is alive. The stars is alive. The plants and trees is alive. The ocean is alive. Everything is alive. Most of everything you see, besides the things like buildings and, you know, everything around you is alive. That's why you can look up in the sky and do astronomy, and you can see 3 stars in the same direction. And then tomorrow, those same 3 stars, you will see them way over there. And then tomorrow, those same 3 stars, you will see them right back in front of you. And then next week, those same 3 stars, you will see them way in the mist in front of you, because they moving. They rotating. God got everything moving. I talked about this in my live I did in the past about the rotation of the cosmos, how everything is on a constant move. As above, so below. Just like we as humans in life, humanity is always moving. That's how everything in the universe is. Everything is alive. Everything is moving. All right? And so we're speeding up. It's not time. It's the way that the sun and the moon is rotating around the earth. That's what's speeding up. All right? Okay. Truth Rise and say fire. Super facts. Bullseye. Sage Epic say, I think gang stalking is speeding up time since being I can't get any peace. Yeah, gang stalking is a real thing. Y'all be careful out there, man. Straight up. Y'all be careful with this gang stalking stuff. It's definitely a real thing. It's something you got to be on alert about. You got to stay on alert. Quinasia say prayers up as Sage. Erie guys say happy Friday. You already know. Happy Friday to you too, Erie. Sage Epic say at Quinasia, God bless you. Straight up. Mark in this thing say respect your awareness, fam. Mark from Compton, California. Man, shout out to the boy Mark. I was just out there in Compton a few weeks ago, big dog. Yeah, I was out there in Compton, man. Yeah, moving around. Yes, indeed. Shout out to Compton. Shout out to Mark. True Rise and say, they wanted to keep us in the box, in the sandbox, shaking my head. And that's where they got a lot of people at. In that quicksand. You know about that quicksand, Truth Rises. A lot of people is in the sandbox and they in quicksand. They in over their head. And some people don't know if they going or coming. And it's all due to the fact that all this shit was designed and created to keep you separated from real freedom or true peace. Straight up. And we got to dig our way out that quicksand, man. Speedy Rider say, good to see you happy and enjoying life. Still looking good, True Media. I appreciate that, sis. You already know. You know, I drink a lot of water, a lot of Bobby Boucher, and I'm gonna tell you something about this Bobby Boucher, right? This Bobby Boucher, it'll keep you glowing. It'll keep you, you know, youthful. It'll keep you vibrant. It'll keep you, you know, it'll keep you in a good state. You know what I mean? And so drink your water, man. Drink the alkaline water, the ones I be showing y'all, the 8.5, the 9.0s, the 9.5, the alkaline water, okay? And it'll do you some good, I'm telling you. Quinasia say, heavy on, I didn't sign up for this ish. We didn't even, listen, they didn't, listen. We ain't signed up for none of this, sis. Imagine that shit. We just paying bills, some shit we didn't even sign up for. Here it is. God made this big, beautiful world for us to live in. And another man said, nah, you can't live, you can't live without paying a fee. How the hell you gonna tell me I gotta pay to live? And so it's about us sticking together and taking back our power and understanding that we not supposed to be living like this because we didn't ask to live like this. All right? And you have to learn how to detach yourself from, now you might not fully detach from this system, but figure out how to live with less if possible. And then in that doing, you will figure out different ways and different things to detach yourself from. Sage State, Texas, and bills and mortgage and interest is legalized slavery. That's all it is. And another thing about mortgage that a lot of people don't understand about mortgages, I think Donald Trump just made it to where you can have like a 40-year mortgage. That's crazy. In the past, I think you couldn't have no more than a 30-year mortgage. Couldn't be no more than 30 years. Now, Donald Trump has made it to where you can get a mortgage like 45 years, bro. I mean, just trying to tie you down to the system. And the more you own, the more of a slave you become to the system. Remember that. You heard it first here on True Media. The more you own, the more of a slave you become to the system. Truth Rise and say, J.O.B. just over broke. Yeah, that's what it really stands for. You already know. What's that? Flowery 14 say 100. Truth Rise and say, let's go. You already know, True. We doing it. You already know, brother. Say, take back the designer. All that shit. We don't want none. I don't want none of it. What I look like going in the mall paying $1,000 for a t-shirt? That's some dumb shit. I used to do dumb shit like that. You know what I mean? I used to do, well, I don't think not $1,000 for a t-shirt, but just for an outfit. You know what I mean? I'll spend $400 on the shoes, $200-300 on the pants and the shirt. That's then $1,000. That's dumb shit. Why would you do that? You know what I mean? Yeah, they could keep all that shit straight up. Erie say, laughing my A off. True Rise is laughing 100. Say, take back the gram. Yeah, take back all that shit too. Straight up. Muffle Moose say, facts, brother. Fear Soul say, fire. Quinasia say, it's good to hear another blurt that out. Yeah, I know. True Rise and say, turn up. You already know, man. We own it. Flowery say, people want you to be just like everyone else. People can't stand when you being yourself. People can't stand when you have an identity of your own. People can't stand when you believe in yourself. People can't stand when you love yourself. People can't stand when you do what's outside of the guidelines of being an abiding citizen. People can't stand that. Straight up. You feel me? And I'm telling you right now, it's because, man, I'm gonna have to show y'all the view, y'all. The city about to light up. I got to show y'all the view one more time. Shit, everything lighting up, man. Everything lighting up. This shit get nice out here. Yeah, it is. And so, people want you to live how they want you to live, not God. People don't want you to live how God told you to live. People want you to live how they want you to live. And that's messed up. So you say, dang, I hear that. Nick slicking this thing, say, love the enthusiasm. Man, you already know, man. We coming with that energy, man. Yeah, this is peace. This is passion over here, man. Yeah. See, when you passionate about something, you're going to be enthused about it. You're going to have that enthusiasm. You're going to have that spirit of confidence. Because I ain't going to never tell you nothing stupid or nothing wrong. Because everything I do, I fact check myself on the shit before it come out my mouth. So, of course, I'm going to speak and talk with that enthusiasm, that toning. That's how we do it. That's how you come. You can't lead a people without having a certain energy attached to how you lead. Whether it be quiet, you can lead quietly, but you still going to have a certain energy of confidence. Whether you lead by being quiet or whether you lead by, by being a little bit more turned up. You have to have confidence of what you're talking about, and you got to know what you're talking about to be a leader. Ain't nobody about to look up to you or listening to you if they see that you really don't even believe in the shit you talking about. And you can all what's crazy? You know what's crazy, Nick Slick? A lot of people think that they fooling people on the internet because they got a lot of followers. People know you ain't no leader. They can feel it over the phone. They can tell, like, man, this motherfucker, she or he, they really ain't. You know what I mean? Like, and so when you become a real leader, you have to be and have that enthusiasm and speak with that effectiveness. Be effective when you speak. All right. Muffle Moose say, don't let this world turn you into fake. It will be hard at times, but stick with it. Yeah. 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 Easter Wiley say, you are correct, True. Nick Slick say, I agree. Quinasia say, heavy on your kids ain't learning ish. Kids ain't learning nothing at school. They just sitting there looking at a stranger. Talk till they blue in the face. Kids ain't learning shit. I know because I ain't learning shit from them motherfuckers. I ain't learned shit from none of the shit I thought I learned in school. I don't do none of that shit in real life. None of it. The main things I took from school, though, that I feel like that's probably a necessity for this system is reading, writing, and math. That's it. And spelling. Other than that, all that other shit it just be crunchy. It be crunchy shit. It just be fake. Nick Slick say, real truth. Misty and this thing so true. Love. Quinasia say, I despise that building. Man, I'm telling you, that's why I ain't like going to school. I see why now. I see why now that I'm older and I'm grown. I see why I ain't like school. Truth Rising said, the next pandemic, they might try to quarantine your kids in school to be taken. I know it's harsh, but if you know, you know. Yeah, well, a lot came out of 2020. A lot showed us about the pandemic. A lot showed us about, or the pandemic. A lot showed us about mandates and how they can mandate stuff and what comes out of that and stuff like that there, and how it can affect the kids and how important it is to establish some kind of form of an education process at home. It's important to teach your kids stuff at home because, yeah, they could lock your kids up, and it could very well next time be designed to take your kids from you, if necessary. That's why we got to do what we got to do to come up with different strategies and formulas to break the kids out of that cycle of going to another man's school, trying to intake another man's education and ideologies and beliefs that's not even real. And so we know it's a lot that was made coming from 2020, and it was just a study. It was a test to see what they can get away with. Now, we know one of the things that they looking to get away with is trying to, in real time, capture our kids. That's why they setting up these FEMA camps. If anybody know about process camps, FEMA camps, underground facilities where they take families at and they do all these different weird things with them, all this shit is tied together. And so we got to be ready to educate our kids at home and in the near future. And I mean the very well near future. Most of us got to start pulling our kids out of these schools. Start pulling them out. Put them on home studies or don't send them to school at all. It's time to break away from the school system. This shit ain't teaching them nothing. It's programming them, it's propaganda, and all it's doing is messing up their young minds. It's messing up their young minds. And so we got to get to the point to where we have the information and we have the knowledge, or we have certain skills to teach our kids, to then allow them to learn under us to go out and be as productive as possible without the system. Fuck the system, fuck their education, fuck all that shit. That shit fake. I know, I've been there. I went for 11, 12 years. That shit ain't nothing but programming. And it took me so long to break away from that programming. And we don't want our kids to end up like that. You feel what I'm talking about? Straight up. Because we know it's all about design. Speedy say, facts 100. Truth Rising say, we gotta wait till this system is crushed. It's getting to that point to where shit's starting to get real. And we can't fight against the system crumbling. Let it crumble. Let this shit fall. Let it fall, let it fall, let it crumble. Stop trying to fight for this system. Let this shit turn into dust. Now, in the process, we got to stay prepared. We got to have, strategies. We got to implement different formulas. We got to make sure we have goals alongside of this system crumbling. Set up. We got to have goals set up. We got to have things in place set up. Because this shit is on its way out. Stop trying to fight for it. Let them lay people off. If they don't want you to go to work, fuck work. Don't go to work. Fuck trying to go to work. If they don't want to hire you, fuck their job. If they talking about you can't have a social media platform no more and all that shit because of you saying I forgot the word they use, but they use a certain word. What's the word? I forgot the word. It's a word that everybody use but if you're not following their guidelines and they try to kick you off social media, fuck social media. We got to get to the point to where we saying, fuck this system. Fuck it. Don't try to save it. Let it fall. This is not a God. Let it fall. It gotta fall. Straight up. It gotta fall, bruh. Stop trying to save this system. D say, what's up, True? What's good with you, D's 233? I see you when this thing switch. You say fairy tales and make believe is right. They told us to get these 9 to 5, but jobs are laying folks off left and right. Listen, these jobs is slave camps. That's all they is. It just got a different name. It got a different name. Same formula, same processing, same setup. It just got a different name. All right? You still doing labor. You still exchanging time for money. You still being told what to do. And you still being controlled and not having the ability to have your freedom. So all these jobs is slave camps. So if they want to lay us off, fuck their job. We'll go figure something else out. We'll go do something else. All right? But what's going to speed up the process and make this stuff come to fruition quicker than what we wanted to is us sticking together. When we learn how to stick together and come together, we'll get things done at a quicker process. All right? But we don't need the system or the government for nothing. Straight up. So fuck they jobs. Straight up. All this is a part of a plan. Sage say, as soon as you speak the truth, people start leaving. The real ones stay though. Yeah, the real one's gonna always stay. Because the real identify with real. Real recognize real. No matter where you at. And so, yeah, man, some people, this truth, this message, this channel, it's too heavy for them. It's too hard for them. It's too uncut. It's too unfiltered. Feel what I'm saying? Patrice Davis, my sis Patrice Davis in this thing. What's good with you, Patrice Davis? What's good with you, sis? I see you in this thing. Patrice say, that's true. Schools was a busy, she said, that's true. School was busy. All anyone really needs in this world is to be literate and know long division. That's it. Yeah, I agree. Basically just being having a state of conscious. But nature already teach you that. We always say the first teacher is mother. And mother is the first teacher, but really and truly what the first teacher really is Mother Nature. Mother Nature is the first teacher to humanity. Before the matrix, before the propaganda, before the false beliefs, before all the fake news, Mother Nature is the first teacher to everything we do. It teaches you how to function. It teaches you how to build. It teaches you what not to do. You feel what I'm saying? It already is systematically within your essence to teach you how to function as a child of God or a woman or a man of God or as a human. You don't need no education system for that. Mother Nature is going to teach you everything you need to know. All right? It's going to teach you everything that God was designed for you to, was God designed for us to know. All right? Straight up. Nick say facts. Easter say facts. Natural say, I want to meet you one day, face to face, and just build. These lives make me pour out crying because it's all real-ish. I need people around me who think like me. I love your lives. I feel so close. I appreciate that. That was natural. I appreciate that, natural. I appreciate you saying that. I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate the kind words, and I'm highly, extremely grateful to be somebody that can give you a different perspective or somebody that can be relative. I can be relative to, you know, some of the same personal beliefs that you hold within. And I'm glad this content resonate, and I'm glad I'm able to give you or pinpoint you some of the things that's already been pre-existing, and that's very alarming that most people won't talk about. And I'm able to shine some light on those things and come up with some solutions to help us dig our way out of this. So I'm glad to be one of the ones to be as presentable as possible to you and to present you with a different method, but understanding how to free your mind and understand that I know what you're going through and you ain't the only one. And so we in this together. And one day you will meet me. You dig what I'm talking about? As long as we on the right track and we doing what we got to do, one day we gonna meet. You dig what I'm talking about? And I appreciate you being in attendance right now today. And God bless you. Speedy Rider say, right, laughing. Don Juan say these holidays are part of the system too. They taking our benefits, but still want us to consume heavy during this time. Yeah, it's a lot of things like that going on pertaining to a lot of people losing their jobs, a lot of people losing their government benefits and food stamps, and, you know, people getting cut off of welfare. It's a lot going on right now in this system. And don't panic. Don't panic. Yeah, they want you to break the law. They want you to break the law. They want you to go to jail. They want you to lose your life. They trying to break your heart. They trying to break your mind. They trying to break your spirit. They don't want you to be courageous. They want you to be discouraged. They don't want you to have courage. They don't want you to be courageous. They don't want you to have that alignment with God. They don't want you to be of the certain sense of figuring it out on your own. So they trying to break you. They trying to break your spirit. They trying to break you mentally. They trying to break your household. They trying to break you down as much as possible through this system. And they showing us each and every day how much they trying to break us. They trying to break our kids. They trying to break our mothers, our parents. They trying to break our communities. This is why they doing this. All this stuff is by design. All this stuff is by design. They print money. If you thought it was about money, I'm here to tell you another thing. This shit ain't got nothing to do with America being in debt. This shit ain't got nothing to do with China being in debt. This shit ain't got nothing to do with Africa being in debt. This ain't got nothing to do with the United Kingdom being in debt. This ain't got nothing to do with Japan being in debt. This ain't got nothing to do with Canada being in debt. This ain't got nothing to do with Central America, South America, being in debt. This ain't got nothing to do with Asia, being in debt. This ain't got nothing to do with none of that bullshit. This is all by design by the world leaders to break you. No matter where they go, the matrix is waiting on you, no matter where you go. How you free this is through your mind and through the spirit. No matter where you go, it's going to be some kind of system that's by design that's waiting on you. And it's designed to break you, if possible. Now, in different systems, you might have a little bit more freedom. Like people that go to Thailand, you might have a little bit more freedom in Thailand, but the matrix is in Thailand too. In Africa, yeah, you might have a little bit more freedom in Africa, but the matrix is in Africa too. Yeah, I see you out there in Brazil. You living it up. You think you're doing your thing, but the matrix is out there in South America, in Brazil. It's in Mexico. It's everywhere you go because the world leaders have agreed that we're trying to break these people as much as we could. Why y'all can't go nowhere where it ain't no system? Have you ever asked yourself that? Have you ever thought about that? Have that ever crossed your mind? Have you ever woke up and said, something is strange about this world? Have you ever woke up and thought to yourself, something ain't right? My spirit is not in the right place because I know God told me I shouldn't be living like this. Have you ever thought to yourself, you deserve better? And the world can be a better place. Why? Everywhere I go, I'm tied to a system. Why? Is it anywhere on the earth I can go that don't tie me down to a system? And this stuff was designed to break you mentally. Let me skip down for the bottom and I'm going to come back up to where I'm at. But let me skip down because I got to hear from y'all in real time. So let me skip down to the bottom of this chat before I get ready to say what I'm about to say. I'm going to finish reading y'all questions at the top. I mean, in the middle, but I'm going to skip down to the bottom to catch up with y'all in real time, real quick, because I'm about to get ready to say something that's real. So let me skip down real quick. All right. Let me skip down in real time and see my chat in real time, to see the people in real time. Remember this. Don't you ever think for 1 second, don't you ever think that Mexican people is not stressed out like you. Don't you ever think for 1 second that Asian people is not stressed out like you. Don't you ever think for 1 second that African people is not stressed out like you. We always talk about America and how America is falling. We always talk about America and how the people in America is not happy. People all around the world ain't happy. Not just in America. It's people in China trying to get the fuck out of China. It's people in Africa trying to get the fuck out of Africa. It's people in Thailand trying to get the fuck out of Thailand. It's people in South America trying to get the fuck out of South America. It's people in East Asia and Japan trying to get the fuck out of Japan. It's people in Tokyo trying to get the fuck out of Tokyo. It's people all around the world that's stressed out. Because the matrix is worldwide. The system is worldwide. And I'm going to tell you like this. A lot of people don't understand. It's not just America. It's not just American citizens. It's not just Native Americans. It's not just the Mexicans. It's people all around the world. That's why people trying to get to America. That's why people is moving to and fro. That's why people is moving where they can find themselves at, because it's no escaping the system. How you escape? Through the mind, through the spirit. That's how you escape it. It's worldwide. Another way you escape the system is not be abiding. You got to let go of everything that they told you. You need to function. You don't need none of this shit to be able to function and breathe. All you need is a yes by God to wake you up in the morning to tell you, okay, I want you to go live some more life. That's all you need to function is your breath in your lungs. You don't need a new house on a hill. You don't need a new car in the driveway. You don't need $1 million in your bank. And I'm going to tell you like I just told you, it's not just America. It's people trying to get the fuck out of Thailand. And right now as we speak, it's people trying to get the fuck out of West Africa, South Africa, East Africa. It's people trying to leave they current state, they current condition, because the matrix is worldwide. But they'll have you to believe it's just in America. They'll make you think it's just the Western world. Well, we know the Western world might got it a little bit worse than other places, but this stuff is worldwide because the enemy is worldwide. And let me tell you a little bit about the Prince of the Air. The Prince of the Air don't care about what location you in. If he gonna fuck with you in America, he gonna fuck with you in China. If he gonna fuck with you in China and you ain't got the spiritual astuteness or strength, or you not spiritually grounded, he gonna fuck with you in Asia. He gonna mess with you in the UK. He gonna mess with your ass all throughout the Gulf of Mexico. He gonna follow you until you learn how to understand you gotta put God first. Period. No matter where you go. Straight up. So remember, you gotta know what's best for you in life and stop listening to what's already set up in place and designed to make you think or live a particular way. It's people going a million different directions, leading to a dead end. Leading to a dead end. Because you don't escape the system by navigation or by way of a certain place. You escape it through your mindset. You escape it through your spirit. Being spiritual. I'm right here in America and I got a lot of peace. Do I deal with things from time to time? Of course. But I don't got to go to the other side of the world to have peace of mind or freedom. All I got to do is listen to the voice of God and trust that God is going to take me where peace is at. That's all I got to do is listen to the voice of God and know and understand that God is going to allow me to be led to where milk and honey dwells at. I don't got to have stamps in my passport talking about I went here, I went there. No, I just got to be able to be in tune and listen to God. And he going to put me in a state of having freedom or experiencing freedom. It's not a destination. It's a way of thinking. It's the way you look at life. It's a way you live. Freedom is not a destination. It's a mindset. It's a mindset. All right? And so, remember, man, everybody got their problems. Every country got their problems. You had, and you know what's sad? This was really sad to me. Most of the time, you would never see people in Tokyo complaining about the system in Tokyo. You know why? Because different countries do a good job at marketing to get more people to come there. You would never see people in Tokyo complaining about, oh man, it's bad in Tokyo, but it is. It's a lot of people who can't stand Tokyo that live out there, that's from there. You just never see it. You know why you never see it? It's because you're not in a world. Now, America, on the other hand, doesn't do a good job at marketing. So you always see people complaining about America. You know why? Because You from here. Just like the people that's from Tokyo, they always seeing people complain about Tokyo. But you never see it because you're not from there. You're not from there. And other countries do a good job with keeping you the fuck out their business. America don't do a good job with keeping you out of her business. Other countries like Japan, Tokyo, Thailand, Bangkok, all these different places in Asia, different places in the United Kingdom. Do you think everybody over there is happy? No. But one thing that they understand is we not about to broadcast of showing all these different people that they not happy over here because of we want more people to visit or more people to come over to stay. So you got to remember, it's not just in America. It's everywhere you go. And also remember this. We spiritual beings. We spiritual. Spirits travel. Spirits. You can have a spiritual curse through the bloodline that you don't even know. You can be spiritually cursed through your bloodline. And you wonder why no matter where you go, you can't find peace of mind. Because you have demons. That's trying to manipulate the way you live and the way you see the world. Spirits travel. So forget the system. Let's not even talk about the system. Let's talk about spirits and demons. Spirits and demons travel. So from the moment you book that flight to get on that airplane, guess what? Those same demons and those same spirits is coming with you no matter where you go. And a lot of people can't understand why their life is the way it is, particularly pertaining to the fact that they don't understand how spirits work. They think they free because they go to another destination. But sooner or later, those same demons gonna show you that they never left. All right? They might fool you and convince you to get you comfortable enough so they can attack you with a surprise that you wasn't even ready for. And a lot of people think freedom is a destination. It's not. Freedom is a mentality, it's a mindset, and it's about understanding how to value your relationship with God to get rid of them demons out of your life. Them spirits. That energy. All right? And I want y'all to, understand that. That's very, very vital. That's very important. It's always a spirit warfare no matter where you go. No matter where you go. We're not even talking about the system no more. Forget the matrix. Forget the system. Forget the society. We're talking about spirits. They worldwide, dog. You can be in the wilderness all by yourself, in the valley, way off on an island by yourself. And if you don't learn how to get rid of them demons or them spirits, they gonna be sitting right there with your ass on that island all by yourself. I'm telling you. Straight up. This ain't got nothing to do with people. This got everything to do with we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but principalities and dark forces in higher places. You better understand. You better get your spirit right before you go to your grave. We all got to go one day. You better get your spirit right with God, man. You better get your heart right with the Most High before you go to your grave. I'm telling you right now. I ain't here to scare you. I ain't here to try to make you... None of that. This ain't about spookism. This real talk right here. Because we always complain about society. Society do a lot of dumb shit. A million different things society always telling you. But you have something that's been here, creeping before your existence, waiting on you. And you here. And it ain't going nowhere. And it's a particular energy. Loose. That energy, that bad energy, that spirit, you can call it Lucifer. You can call it the devil. Whatever you want to call it. That energy has been here for generations. And you better learn how to master getting rid of them demons. All right? Because you become free. That's a sense of freedom you get when you get rid of them demons. You get a sense of freedom. All right? And, you know, this is why a lot of people can't really enjoy their life like they want to. It's not always because of your family. It's not always because you was neglected as a child. It's not always because of you ain't got no money. It's not always because of your bills is too high. Sometimes the reason why you're not able to prosper or you're not able to be happy with who you are is because you battle against demons. You battling against demonic forces. And you haven't yet came up with the formula to free yourself from these spirits. All right? And so I'm telling you right now, man, you better get yourself aligned with the Most High. Real talk. I just wanted to put that out there one time. Straight up. Straight up. Straight up, man. I'm telling you, man, it's a serious situation because sometimes you can have money, you can have a house, a car, you can have a good job, a career, and you can still be depressed. We don't do a good job at taking spirituality as serious as we should. We don't do a good job at that. Most humans for the most part, is monkey see, monkey do. They only pay attention to the things that they can see. But they never pay attention to the things that they can feel. Or they never pay attention to the things that they can't see. But they always pay attention to the things that they can see. That's visual. You have to start understanding and realize you got to start paying attention to the things that's invisible, that you can feel, but you can't see. Because sometimes that be the very well thing that keep you in a state of depression. All right? And I'm telling you right now, most people just don't realize where that anxiety coming from. Most people don't realize where that neglect coming from. Most people don't realize where that stress coming from. Most people don't realize why they feeling depressed. Most people don't realize why they feeling like they is in a state of chaos all the time. It's coming from spirits. And these spirits will fuck with you. They will fuck with you. They will. And you got to learn how to master dealing with these spirits. That way you can have true freedom and peace of mind from a spiritual perspective. You get a brand new car off the lot and somebody hit your car. That's them spirits. They love seeing you with your head down. They love seeing you depressed. You could buy a brand new house and the hurricane come wash it away within the next couple years. You can get a man or a woman who you thought loves you. As soon as you enter into a full flat-on agreement with them about being in a relationship with them, they end up cheating on you. These spirits or demons have different ways to show you what you're dealing with. You just got to be paying attention. Not to what's visible, you got to be paying attention to what you feel. And you got to have an insight on the invisible. You got to know when it's them messing with you. Because sometimes life be good. God be blessing you. Life be good. God be blessing you. Life be good. It don't be no issues about nothing. You be having good health. Your family good. And these spirits, these demons will still make you feel like life is terrible. You can have everything going for yourself. The Most High could be blessing you. And these spirits, if you don't learn how to master them, they will still make you feel like life is terrible. I'm telling you, man. This stuff go way deeper than the Matrix. Paying bills, religion, artificial food, systemic beliefs. That's part of the Matrix. But you can have mastered the Matrix and still haven't yet mastered spirituality. And you will always be thinking to yourself, well, damn, I got everything. What's wrong? What's wrong is you got something that's been watching you from the moment you came out the womb. See what I'm talking about? Like I said, you can just go buy a brand new car off the lot. As soon as you leave the lot in that brand new car, something to hit your car. You'll be like, man, I just bought this car. Man, I just paid $20,000. Man, something just hit my new car. Yeah, that's them spirits. They got a way of just making you feel depleted. They got a way of making you feel depleted. Trying to suck the life out you, man. You just bought a new house and your house burnt down to the ground. You just bought a new house and you didn't know that the pipes just busted in the basement. Now it's going to cost you $30,000 to get your pipes fixed in your house. You just bought a new house and now they talking about everybody need to vacate to evacuate the community because it's a tsunami coming or it's a hurricane coming. But you just bought this house. This is why when you become more Spiritual, you learn not to put or tie yourself into stuff, because we lose stuff all the time. Stuff come and go. Money come and go. Never tie yourself down to stuff, because if that's where your peace of mind lies at with that stuff, the moment that stuff get taken from you, your peace of mind will follow. So we always want to tie having peace of mind to being more connected with God. Spirituality. I see a lot of people all the time and they say, you know, man, I got everything, man, but I just, some feel like it's missing. It is something missing. They say, man, can you tell me what's missing? You don't know who God is. You know who the government is. You know who that 6-figure paying job is. You know who your boss is. You might even know who the first lady of the church is. You might even know who the deacon is, who the preacher is. You might even know who your favorite musician is. You might even know who your grandma or your grandpa is, but you don't know who God is. And by you not having that connection, or you not having that relationship with the Most High, that's what's missing. And that's the most important thing in this life you can go without, is having God by your side. The first thing you do from the moment you come out the womb, or the first thing you should be getting taught by your parents or the people that is, you know, your guardians. Those should be the ones that's telling you who God is. Seek the kingdom first, and everything shall be added to you. And be fruitful and multiply. And I promise you, your cup gonna run over with blessings. See, the Most High is always watching, man, to see who gonna do the right thing, who gonna allow the Most High to come into their world. Because the Most High is already with you. But is you gonna allow the Most High to come into your reality, your world? And sometimes I see people, and I used to be one of them, had everything, but I still was depressed. See people all the time, got everything, but they still depressed, because you missing the most important piece to the puzzle. You see what I'm talking about? And so I want y'all to remember and understand, you gotta have that connection with God to experience freedom, because God gonna show you how to navigate this society. Even with it being set up like it is, God gonna show you how to fit into it with having peace of mind. God gonna show you how to fit into this society. Even though it's messed up, as bad as it is, God is gonna make or provide an avenue for you to still live with a sense of joy and having fulfillment. Even with the world burning up and being on fire. Because when you know where you come from, you know where you're going. And you can't know where you're going until you understand where you come from. And we come from God. We come from the divine. So we should know where we're going. But sometimes it takes you letting go to let God take over your life and show you how to move. Feel what I'm saying? And so sometimes in life, you really realize and get to the point to where you really don't want nothing. You really don't want nothing. Me personally, I have a funny way that I look at life. Life is always ever changing. It's always ever changing. It's always a chameleon. Life is a chameleon. It's multicolored. It's a lot of different possibilities. You're going to go through a lot of different changes. You're going to have multiple different perspectives. It's a chameleon. And you might not want at 25 what you wanted at 20 years old. You might not want at 30 what you wanted at 25. You might not want at 35 what you wanted at 30. You might not want at 40 years old what you wanted at 35. You might not want at 45 years old what you wanted at 40 years old. You might not want at 50 years old what you wanted at 45 years old. You might not want at 55 years old what you wanted at 50 years old, because life is always changing. God have a way of making your thoughts adjust to the time and the circumstances that's around you, that you're dealing with. And as you begin to elevate and grow within God, you get to the point to all you want is God. Man, God, all I want is you, man. You can, however we gonna do this on our way on out, when we, listen, however we gonna do this on my way out of this dimension, you take full control and show me how we gonna get it done on our way out. Because you get to the point to all you want is God. You had it all. You did it all. You seen it all. And yeah, you might still be working on things. You still might be ambitious. You still might have goals. But you really get to a point to really all you want is God to show you how to move. See what I'm talking about? Because with God, things is simple, but it's meaningful and it's fulfillment in everything God bless you with. And that is the beauty about having God in your corner, because you can realize that, oh, stuff, I can have more peace of mind than the man that got the house on the hills. I can have more peace of mind than the person that got 15 cars in a driveway. It don't take that much. We always make it more than what it really is. We make life more exhausting than what it really need to be, because we listening to all these different people. We have been programmed to follow a certain system, a certain a manuscript. And life is much more simpler than what we make it. You even got people out here telling you, let me say this before I say this. People is so in over, people don't even know who God is. People is so in over their head. They is dead. Let me tell you what I mean. Let me go into what I'm talking about. People have bought so deeply into this system, they have no connection with the divine. People is so in over their head, they spiritually died a long time ago. They dead. They just don't understand that they've been died 15 years ago. But they still walking around and they still think that they got life. But really, they dead. They a corpse. They literally like a corpse with a little bit of breath. Because spiritually they dead. And let me tell you the people who is this, and what I'm about to say about these people. These is the people that always showcase their lifestyle and compare themselves to other people. These is the people who bought into having everything. And because of you got everything, that means you high value. Let me tell you a little bit about these people that think with this high value bullshit and this high value mindset. Or they think that just because they drive a particular car or they live in a particular house, these people, most of them, is spiritually and consciously dead. They dead. They have made the system they God. And they'll tell you they in another class than you. What the fuck is another class? What is another class? What is high value? What is being out of my league? What the fuck is this shit? You know, you got people who say that, I'm out of her league or I'm out of his league. What is that? That's something that you went along with, that was passed down to you by another man that made up a system to keep you spiritually and mentally trapped and in bondage. And you took on that ideology. You took on that perception. And now you out here walking around talking about you out of people league. Because you dead. You dead. You dead. And the things that matter to you most don't have nothing to do with God. The things that matter to you most is materialism, capitalism. Because you dead. The system have many millions of people, if not billions, walking around dead, already died, already gone, and they don't even know it. They think they're aware. The awareness that they think they have is systematic. It's not a divine awareness. Most people don't. Y'all put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me and see me. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me and see me. Most people is dead. Most people have already been dragged to hell. Most people have already been dragged to hell. They so tied into the system. They can't see. It's all one big illusion. They can't see. It's all one big game. They can't see it. So they tied their beliefs, their spirituality, their peace of mind, their freedom, their self-awareness. They tied it all to the system. People don't feel important without the system. They don't feel important. And they would look at you and they would say, ugh, you not on my level. What the fuck you mean I'm not on your level? What the fuck you mean you out of my league? You talking into a real chosen man of God. You not on my level. You talking to a real chosen woman of God. You not on her level. What the fuck you mean? Because they ain't got or live a particular way that the system told them to live. You think you gonna convince them that they out of your league? What the fuck you talking about? You looking at divine beings that come from God, and you gonna look at us and tell us you not even on my level. Er? 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 Huh? I can see right through you. I can see what you're thinking. I know what you're feeling. I can see right through you. Hell, if you're around me long enough, I can know where you're going to end up. I can see the invisible. But you hell-bent on the system, and you only allowed, with your limited belief and your limited perspective, you only allowed to think so much beyond this system because it was designed to limit the way you think and not to expand your consciousness. And one thing that's very alarming that I see, people is so systematic. They will look you in the eyes and say, you're not even on my level. Huh? Excuse me? What you mean? You not on my level because I make $500,000 a year. You not on my level. I got 600 properties. I got 5 businesses. You not on my level. And you be looking at them like, okay, all right. And really, in the back of your mind, you looking at them and saying, you stupid motherfucker. You just as dumb as a box of rocks. Is a squirrel mistaking a damn banana for a nut. You don't understand that this shit is way bigger than the Matrix. Way bigger than this system. I'm past your point. I've been there and I've done that. I'm past that level. You still the baby with the bare bone who got to get the food out of mama's mouth. Mama got to break up the food for you and feed you little by little so you won't choke. That's where you at. Yeah. So don't talk about levels, because I will embarrass your ass when it comes to this real shit. And I will be spinning worlds around your reality. So, to the people out there who don't understand, not everybody want to partake in this particular system or society. That don't make them bad. That don't make them weird. That don't make them less than you. You don't know who you talking to. Be careful about what you say out your mouth. You don't know who the fuck you talking to. All right? You don't know who's sent by God. You don't know who have a message. That can be for your kids' benefit. Not for your benefit, but for your kids' benefit. Don't be so quick to turn people down. Don't be so quick to judge others. Don't be so quick to disapprove the way other people choose to live their life. Don't be so quick to always think everybody should be living like you. All right? And it's a sad thing I see with people. And all I can do is just shake my head and say, it's terrible how lost people have become. And in the Bible, it say, my people have been destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Knowledge. Why? Oh, say God of you. Why your people been destroyed for a lack of knowledge? Because they picked up another man's system, beliefs, and another man's perspective. And they forgot about what I told them. And I'm telling you right now, it's so it's scary. It's scary. Part of the reason why I don't trip off of a lot of things in life, because I'm going to die one day. I know I'm going to die one day. God know I'm going to die one day. Y'all know I'm going to die one day. My family know I'm going to die one day. So part of the things that keep me subtle from a mentality perspective, it's knowing that you can't take nothing with you. And all of us got to go out the same way we came in. And knowing that death is the graduation process to this life, to this dimension, that's what keeps me not worrying as much about a lot of things like people want us to worry about it, or like we was told to worry about it. Part of the thing that keep me settled mentally is knowing that I can't take none of this shit with me, and I gotta die one day. And a lot of people don't understand or realize they have gave into the illusion of thinking that they can take this shit with them, or it's really worth flaunting. I would never tell nobody, you ain't on the same level as me because I make more money than you. What the fuck I would say some dumb shit like that for? That's dumb shit. But the dead know of nothing, says the Bible. The dead know of nothing, says the scriptures. The dead know of nothing, says the scriptures. So I know most people talk like that. They is dead. They know of nothing. And they trying to compare simple shit that they can't even take with them to things that really matter. Let me get back in the comments because I've been talking for like 30 minutes straight because I got to get this out. Straight up. And I know it's been a lot of people in here. Let me start back where the super chat at, because I think my brother came. I've seen a super chat. Let me try to catch it. Hopefully I can catch it. I seen one. Okay, it was from Brother Truth Risings. Let me read Brother Truth Risings super chat. Brother Truth Risings say, congratulations, family, on the 13K. Thanks for allowing me to be a part of this platform and journey. All praises to the Most High. You already know. Listen, Truth Risings, brother. Man, you've been a help. You've been a help. I love you and I appreciate you tapping in and just always coming with, positive energy. You've been around for a minute. One of the early ones from the beginning. And we hit 13K, not me. Me and you did this together. We hit 13K. All right? And I appreciate your donation. I appreciate everything you've been doing. And I understand it's not about me. It's about us in the presence of God coming together and building the foundation according to the purpose of God. All right? And I appreciate you, brother. Real talk, man. Straight up, bro. It's been a blessing, brother. It's been a blessing. Let me go right above that, because the chat moving so fast, a lot of people comments got erased because the chat been moving so fast. So let me start right up under let me start right up under the super chat. Didi say we have to break these generational rituals. I agree, Didi. That's you right. Didi say absolutely. John Boy say some people got too offended for no reason. Yeah, it happens. It is what it is. Philadelphia in this thing say salute True Media. Blessings and peace to you in the chat. Special shout out to Miss Didi. My condolences to you and your family. The Most High going to get you through these undesirable circumstances. Yeah, everybody prayers up. Y'all already know, man. We've been showing nothing but love to sis, man. Straight up. We with you, Didi. Straight up. Deed in this thing say, True, what's good, big dog? What's good with you, Deed? I see you in this thing. I'm gonna just say, my assort say, where are you? I'm in Arizona, living a life. Say, looks like out here in the West. Now I'm in Arizona. I'm towards Tucson, Arizona. Stephen Neal say, they want to keep you in your comfort zone. Keep you, I'm telling you, keep you in a state of illusion. I'm telling you. Truth Rising say 100. Didi say, know that this dimension is the lowest vibration frequency we have to be conscious to higher multi-dimensions. It definitely is. Right up under us, right up under this dimension is another dimension we call hell or Hades, or I ain't gonna say the outer darkness, because the outer darkness is what they described in the Bible, but Hades, that's a dimension right up under us. All right, and we don't want to be there. We don't want to descend. We want to ascend back to divinity. All right. Citra say, you're so right. My source say, are you in Arizona? I'm in Arizona, my source. I'm in Arizona. Unknown 291 say, let me keep attacking. I'ma still get this money and do me. Yeah. Yeah, straight up. Tech say, freedom and peace. I don't want money anymore. I just want my health and my peace. Hey man, go get it. It's there for you. It's there waiting on you. Straight up. My source say, you definitely are here in the west of USA. I live here and it looks like, yeah, I'm in Arizona, my source. I'm in Arizona. Didi say, I just experienced a whole new level of detachment on a spiritual high. Yes, sis. And I'm telling you, just when you think you knew it all, boop, God say, you got another thing coming. Just when you think, Didi, I seen it all. I know it all. I feel like I reached another level of spirituality. God got so many levels of spirituality to where it ain't even funny. You feel what I'm talking about? And we always is constantly, Didi, elevating, ascending to higher levels. You feel me? And it's just like, man, the level of space God is giving us to rise is unlimited. I'm gonna say that again. The level of space, whether it be spiritually, emotionally, whether it be through the conscious, the level of space God have given us to rise is unlimited. It's unlimited. I'm telling you. Straight up. This is why we have to transition from this lower dimension, because it's so many different dimensions, and it's too much room to grow to just be in this body for eternity. The reason why we can't be in this body for eternity, because the universe and the cosmos is very vast, open, full of space, full of consciousness, full of life, full of a lot of stuff that we have to go through the process of experiencing. Okay, straight up. My source say you're in Arizona. It's very spiritual here. Very, yeah, I'm in Arizona. Yeah, I'm out here. I'm in Arizona. Did he say nobody understand me behind this spiritual exchange with my son? It's deeper than I have ever imagined, brother. True. Yeah, yeah. It's it's it can be a roller coaster, DD. It can be a roller coaster. And what I mean by that, when you take that step of moving with God, a lot of unknown things, unknown circumstances, it's gonna come with it. It's gonna come with it. And most people ain't gonna feel you, DD, because, you know, first of all, most people just not willing to do the work. Like you and me and some of the rest of the people on the channel, to get to a higher level with spirituality. So they not gonna only understand it from that position, but they not gonna understand it from the challenges and the difficulties that growing spiritually comes with, because it does comes with challenges. It does. And most people, Diddy, they never gonna get there because they scared of that part of it. They scared of the part of the change that can come with it. See, Diddy, listen, sis, we know what can come out of this walk of spirituality. We have a good understanding of what comes with it, but most people is scared of the change that comes with it, so they don't deal with it. They stay stuck in the world. They stay stuck under the guidelines of following after a man-made system. And yeah, so it's most people, just like they don't understand me, they ain't gonna understand you and your exchange with this process, with losing a loved one, somebody so close to you, like your child. Your child is supposed to be burying you. Our children supposed to be burying us. We're not supposed to be burying our children. But sometimes we just can't change what life present us with. Some things happens out of our control. That don't mean you did anything wrong. That don't mean you not where you supposed to be. That don't mean that God is not with you. That just simply says some things is out of our control. And we fight, we battle, we try, we wrestle hard as we could to fix the things we able to fix. But sometimes it's things that can be broken that you can't fix. You can't fix. And that's where God comes into play at. Because God foresees over this life and the afterlife and millions of other lives or dimensions to come. And sometimes, no matter how hard we try, some things we just can't fix. We can't fix. Some things we can't stop. Some things we can't prevent. And it's real. And I always say, make sure people leave you like they found you, in a state of peace, in a state of fulfillment, and having joy. Because one thing about death, it's inevitable. And we don't know how us or our loved ones is gonna go. We don't know. We don't. You can be here one day and the next day you gone. You gone. And we don't know. This is why we gotta keep a good connection with our loved ones. And all by doing so, we all shall at the same time keep a good relationship with God, because we don't know. No matter how good you treat people, you strive to live, no matter how much you have. Us, me, you, everybody we know, including ourselves, we gotta go. And we just don't know how that process is gonna look. So, how we do things in the process of getting to that moment, whenever it happened, we just gotta have love for each other and be more connected with each other and be aligned with God as possible. Because life, sooner or later, life gotta come to an end. Sooner or later. And you rather later than sooner. But some things you can't rehearse. Some things you can't prepare for. Some things you can't prevent. And one of the main things you can't rehearse or prevent or control is death. Now, you could rehearse it in a way by becoming more highly in tune with your spiritual nature. So then you can be more aware, or you can be more ready for when something happened, but you never be as ready as you think, because it's unpredictable. I don't know when, you know, I'ma leave. But all I can do is, if I'm gonna use the word rehearse, is move every day and live every day according to the purpose that God told me to live with and live by. Everything outside of that is outside of my control. Everything is outside of my control. From me to my loved ones, to my friends, to my relatives. We just don't know. And that's the crazy thing about life. And that's why we keep, or we must keep, or maintain a relationship with our loved ones and the people that's close to us, so we can get them this information to understand this before they go. And it's just, remember this, Didi and everybody else. A family that prays together stays together. A family that prays together stays together. I don't care how much of a different point of view you have with people in your family or people you know. Still have that love for them. Build a bond with them. Make sure y'all be in unison with each other and have a connection with God, because a family that prays together stays together. And I promise you, we getting picked apart. And the reason why we getting picked apart is because this system is dividing us in ways that's not for our benefit, in ways we can't imagine. Pray for your loved ones. Right? And I'm telling you right now, life have a funny way, a serious way of giving you so many different challenges. And I'm telling you, how you seek it out and get through it is only through God. Because they gonna come. The deaths in the family, they gonna come. The turmoil is gonna come. The challenges is gonna come. It's gonna come. I'm telling you what I know. It's gonna come. And you can't really predict when it's gonna come. You just have to have an establishment with those people, those family members, and have love for them. And try to get them to understand who God is and have a connection with the divine and what it can do for them, not in this life, but in the afterlife. Living with purpose of who God is. It make it a little easier on your soul, knowing, yeah, man, I lost my pops, but man, he sure was into God, man. I lost my grandma, but man, she sure knew who God was. I lost my son. I lost my daughter. I lost my sister, but they sure knew who God was. I lost myself. My life is over with. I'm getting ready to die. I'm on my deathbed, but I lived a life according to the plans of God and God's plan. So I'm about to go out two-stepping on my way out, because I know in the process of me living this life in this movie, I represent to the fullest and put on for God and the divine. And I have real, genuine love for people. And it make it easier going to the grave. It make going to the grave easier. Not only for your loved ones, but for yourself. So you no longer fear death. It make it easier. Knowing I live righteous. I did it right. It might not been how another man wanted me to do it, but now I did it to the way that God wanted me to do it. And I'm telling y'all, man, it's very important to connect with God. And we lost our ways over the years by buying into this system in this society. We always was people that prayed together. We come from ancestors who prayed and ate with each other, had suppers with each other, hunted, build, created with each other. And one of the things that we have been torn or broken from due to this system is the amount of worry it put on your heart. See, back then, and I always reference the ancestors or always point out in ancient times, people didn't have to stress or worry about the things we have to worry about in the society of today, because not only they lived longer, but they communed with each other on a daily basis. That's what made life back then a little bit more meaningful for the ancestors. It was only but so many things can happen to you. It was only but so many things that can happen to you. Now, by the way this system is set up and designed, man, you got to constantly be praying over your loved ones, because it's more opportunity for death. It's more opportunity for death. Back then, it was only but so many ways you can pass away. Nowadays, it's more opportunity to die an early death. And this is why it's important for us to constantly be praying over our loved ones and praying for one another. All right? Straight up. Straight up. Let me see, what was we at? A lot of people in here. Whoa, man. It's just, yeah, in the chat, it's starting to cut. It's because when it become too many comments, the chat start cutting it down so I can keep up with it. And, you know, I'll be trying to do a good job with keeping up with it. Patrice say the enemy. Yeah, Patrice. I'm telling you, sis, be careful. Didi say, we're going to fulfill their true purpose. Didi say, yes, sir. Guerriere. Okay, I see you. Louise say, yo, fam, what's good with you, Louise? Empress say, back with another refresher. Peace and blessings to you, brother. You already know, man, this how we do it. Welcome back to the live. Unknown say, don't care what they're saying, long as you don't put hands on me, we good. Yeah. Yeah. True Rise and say, we fell in frequency. Yeah, we fell. But it's time to rise. And we rising. Carol will say, how it's going? Season's greetings from Ireland. Love your videos, long time subscriber. Appreciate your work. Hope you had a good Christmas. Hope 2026 is a great year for you. Yeah, 2025 was a good year, and I hope 2026 is an even better year. Straight up. And I appreciate that. Thank you. Same to you. Likewise. Hope everything was well with you and the family. Carol in this thing. John Boy say, yeah, buddy. Diddy say, rich, broke, up, down, left, right. I will always choose great cosmic parents, most high mother and father. You already know, Didi. This is what we do it for. And we got to understand, Didi. We was not only created in the image of God, the heavenly mother and the heavenly father, but we is a representation of God. We is a representation of where we come from. And this is why it's important to know who we are and where we come from. You see what I'm saying? John Boy say, what's that say? You, okay. Didi say, real time is in your sleep, the spirit realm. Yeah. That's that realm that most people forget about. They overlook it, that portal. That sleep, that resting state, yeah, that's the real rehearsal for your transitional state. 832 say, true man, wish me prayers. I'm going through spiritual warfare with my family right now. It's very heavy. Yeah, man, I wish you nothing but the best, 832. Real talk, brother. A lot of us is going through a lot of changes in things with our families right now, and our families is being attacked. See, you know, one thing about these spirits or these demons, they have a way of dividing you from your family and attacking your family or getting your family to turn against you. And this is why I go back to the term, a family that prays together stays together. We got to stay in, you know, and we're not always going to be perfect, but we got to stay in alignment of being supportive of one another. You feel what I'm saying? And, you know, a lot of households, a lot of families all around the world is being tested and challenged. So I wish you nothing but the best, 832, man. I hope whatever you and the family is going through, I hope you pass it and get through it, brother. And I'm wishing you the best, real talk. 832 say, I feel like spiritual warfare is God showing me I need to go into solitude and distance myself from family. Well, sometimes it could very well be that. It could be God trying to, you know, get you to maneuver a little bit. Maneuver, you know, move around. Get you to see certain things you've been overlooking. Not all chaos is created by the enemy. Or I shouldn't say chaos, I'll say challenges. Not all challenges come from the enemy. Sometimes it be God trying to get you to maneuver, you know, and to get you uncomfortable, to position you in the areas where he know that you're going to thrive at being your best, okay? Sage say 832. Yes, I understand. Sage say, my God, be with you. Didi say, we just getting caught up. We just getting caught up the time and date. Yep. That's it. 832 say Sage, amen. The attack are getting stronger. And honestly, something in my spirit is telling me to save up lots of money and go ghost. Yeah, well, it's gonna get to the point to where they about to stop money. This stuff is deep, y'all. They about to stop money. They about to stop it. The currency we used to and used to getting, they about to stop it. They showing you with the job cuts. They cutting jobs. They doing all this stuff on purpose. Because they showing you that they getting ready to stop money. Money not about to be a thing of our current society. All right? And so they about to do a lot of different spell work on the people as they've been doing. And they about to make it to where you is or they is in full control of how you live. Okay? And so we want to be prepared for it. Not saying you can't save up lots of money. 832. Not saying you can't do that, and not saying you can't go ghost, but I just want you to be aware of these things. So you can understand what's going on in these current times. Didi, okay, Sage say, 832, yeah, remember Ephesians 100. 832 say, amen, truth rise and say 100. Speak with power and authority. You already know, brother. At Patrice say, yup. Unknown say, my parents got... Wow, bro. See, Unknown say, my parents got unalived through the pandemic. My father passed away during the pandemic. He passed away in 2020. So I only can imagine, Unknown, losing your parents during the time of the pandemic. I know that shit was heavy, man. Straight up, brother. Keep your head up, man. My father passed away in 2020 as well. Sage say, Unknown, my parents made a contract with the devil in 2020 and sold me off into human trafficking programming. Wow. Hey, listen, y'all need to write a book. A lot of us need to write a book. A lot of ours, listen, a lot of us, we have a lot on our heart. This is why I created this channel. A lot of us can write books. We have a lot on our hearts. One thing I love about these lives is it gives you a place to decompress a little bit. Sage say, at Unknown, my parents made a contract with the devil in 2020 and sold me off into human trafficking program. Wow. And you have a lot of parents that will do that. They will sell their kids into this system. That's a real thing. All right? And, you know, I just pray all of us to have peace in our lives in some kind of way, and to remember how to muster up the strength for when challenging times come. I pray for us to be strong mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and I pray God stay with all of us. All right? Because it's a lot going on right now in life. Mystic in this thing say, the bullying that these kids experience in the schools are very traumatizing. Yeah, it definitely is. The bullying, I don't like that at all. You know, that's not cool. You know, and it's a real thing. And this is why a lot of kids is unaliving themselves at an early age, because they've been dealing with bullying. And we want to talk to our kids about stuff like this and see what's on their mind. All right. And the little boy tried that shit with my son. When my son was in the third grade. And I went up there and I flashed the fuck out on everybody. Ain't nobody about to be bullying my son. Now, this when my son was younger. My son was in like the third grade. And he always would tell me, he'd be like, Daddy, man, I got this little boy. Now, he said, now, this is what my son said. He said, now, I swing on him and fight him, but he said, I don't want to get suspended, and I don't want to make it seem like it's just me. And I said, son, say less. Who messing with you? We went up there the next morning, and least to say, the little boy got straightened out real fast. And every time I went back up there, guess what the little boy was saying? Hey, CJ, Dad. Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? You all right? Because don't make me whoop your little ass fucking with my son. And I deal with your parents when I deal with them, because I'm that kind of parent. I go crazy about mine, man. Yeah. I whoop your little ass right here. And I deal with your parents when I deal with them. All right? So I straighten him out. I straighten the teachers out. And everything got straight. You dig what I'm talking about? Real talk. You ain't gonna play that shit with my kids. Straight up. I don't play that shit. I'm coming up there real fast. With all the shits in the world, too. Whatever kind of angle you want to take this shit. Listen, I done did the street shit. You want to take it that way? Let's do it. You want to take it the court way? Let's do it that way. You want to take it the provisional way? And we take it any way you want to take it. When it come to mines. Any way. Straight up. And so, but my son don't deal with that no more. You know, he still be having little difficulties in school now. You know, people, you know how school is. You be having people always trying to test you, but you know, he learned to understand I got to take up for myself. And I told my son that in school. You know, I know I want you to get good grades. I want you to be this, that, and the third, but you better not let nobody put their hands on you. You already know. You feel what I'm saying? And so, you know, sometimes the teachers, they'll call my phone. Hey, Mr. Vincent, hey, what's going on? Your son is up here, and he threatened to slap another student or woody woo 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 woo. And I said, okay, what this other student do to my son? They say, well, Mr. Vincent, they had an altercation. I said, oh, is that right? What altercation? Well, Mr. Vincent, all we know is they was playing on the playground and they got into it. And okay, well, what happened? What happened? Straight up. Because one thing I don't teach none of my kids to be no pushover. Real talk. And I'm one of them parents, like I said, we could take it however you want to do it. Yeah. Just let me know. Where to sign a dotted line at when it comes to mines. However we want to do it. Straight up. Because I'm coming up there with the quickness. With the quickness. But yeah, my son don't really deal with that, you know, a lot like that there, like he used to. But it is something that kids suffers from. Is you know, it's bullying, and I don't like that. I don't like that. Hell yeah, shit, don't play with mine. Real though. Shit, his daddy got real. I can crash out for real, bro. I crash out, boy. Sometimes, boy, don't play with mines, bro. None of my nieces and nephews don't play with my family, bro. I get real personal with that. I instantly kick back in the street mode. Anybody playing with I instantly kick right back in the street mode. Like, how you want to do this? How you want to do this? You feel? I'm telling you, man. Don't play with my son, bro. Don't play with my nieces. Don't play with my nephews. Do not play with my family, bro. Cause I'm telling you, boy. It'll get real bad. That's all I'm gonna say. All I'm gonna say. It'll get real bad, fast, straight up. I'm telling you, bro, it'll get bad. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna come down a little bit so I can catch up with everybody before we get ready to knock off. Let me come on down so I can catch up with people. Raquel Hunter say period. Say all facts. Platinum Owl in this thing say facts. John Boy say I hear you. Patrice say it's true. People will be quick to say it. I'm telling you. Strawberry say you will not take anything to the grave, but you're good and bad deeds. Yeah. Your senses. Your senses. Michael say they have lost the true meaning of life. I'm telling you, these people lost. You out of my league, and I make 500,000 a year, and you can't. Man, you bleed just like anybody else. You gotta shit every morning just like anybody else, and you gonna die just like everybody else. Stop with the bullshit. All right. Let me see. Michael say okay, I read that one. Carlos say teach, brother, teach. From Carlos and Erica, man. Shout out to Carlos and Erica, man. Man, shout out to the family, man. Straight up. We doing it, Carlos and Erica. We doing it. Shout out to the family. Fierce Soul say 100. Michael say, don't judge a book by its cover. Don't ever do that. You don't know who you talking to. Do you know I had some people who judged me and later on found out I was the boss and they had to come to me for help? They be like, oh man, I didn't know, man. I say, man, don't even trip, man. Don't trip. What you need? Oh man, I was just saying if I can get this from you, man. I didn't even know, man. I didn't know that was, I didn't know you was, I didn't know, man. I said, man, don't even trip, bro. What's up? You never know who you talking to. Straight up. Real talk. That's where humility kick in at. You got to move with a sense of humility. Empress in this thing. What's good with you, sis? I see you in this thing, Empress. Say, what doesn't strengthen you weakens you, and vice versa. Truly, that's facts. JMC in this thing say, they're mentally and spiritually dead due to being stuck in the matrix ran by the devil, demiurge, the devil. Yeah, definitely running one on them. Patrice say right. John Boy say right sense. Didi say the platinum out. Absolutely. John Boy say be good, bro. You already know, John Boy. We good. We good. Captain J in this thing. What's good with you, Cap? I see you in this thing, big dog. Say, brother, True Media. Speaking the God of War. Hope all is well, my brother. Peace and blessings. All praises to the Most High. All is well with me, man. Hope all is well with you. Thanks for reaching on out and tuning on in, brother. All praises to the Most High. Let's keep it going, man. Real talk, big dog. Carlos say, yay. 13K salute from Carlos and Erica. Man, shout out to Carlos and Erica, the family over there. I appreciate y'all, man. It's been a long time coming. We here, we grinding, and we continuing to prosper in the right direction. That's what it's all about. Didi say, at Platinum, I'm just always willing to say it. I am divinely connected to source. Yeah, no middleman, DD. No cut in between. We directly connected. No middleman, no none of that. We in alignment strictly. You feel what I'm saying? Connected to the Most High in alignment, always in alignment, straight up. No middleman. And I'm telling you, it's the best way to be. The Platinum Owl say, DD, same kid, you not, when I go to certain places, the wind follows me in the sun. Didi say, absolutely, I know it. Genuinely. Beautiful. Love it. Platinum Owl say Arizona is the 33rd. Yeah, Arizona, man, we out here, man. 33rd degree masonry, man. You already know, man. But I ain't no Mason, and I ain't representing 33rd degree masonry. But I hear you with that 33rd. Yes, it's aligned and spiritual. Deanna King say, yes, sir. Carlos say, detach block toxic MFs in order to divinely elevate in the spirit. Yeah, you got to block out the noise. You definitely do. It is a real thing. Did he say the platinum owl always? The view. Yeah, you already know, sis. This is how we do it, sis. I appreciate you tuning in, Didi. I wanted you to see this for real, and you here in attendance. God is good. John Boy say, yeah. Didi say, truth be told, 100. Michael say, you only live once. The platinum owl say, we are limious beings. The platinum owl say spiritual beings. The platinum owl, okay, say spiritual beings. Unknown say love you, brother. Love you too, unknown. Keep your head up. Stay sharp out there. Did he say infinite? Did he say I am infinite? Joy, peace, and love. I'm telling you, divine, straight up. Michael say love is the most important thing. Did he say in spirit, flesh, across all timelines, realms, and dimensions? Yeah, for real. Did he say realms? The motivated say Morpheus, salute. Yeah, we own it. Yeah. Shout out to Morpheus. Diddy got the love, got the 100s in the fire. Diddy say, yes, sir, True Media. Diddy say, you're absolutely correct, brother True. You already know, Diddy. I'm always on it. You already know, sis. Diddy say, I'm on it, True Media. Yes, indeed, 100. I represent to the fullest, to the divine. Yeah, we putting on, and let's keep it going all the way on now. All the way on now. Diddy say absolutely 100. John Boy 05 say, yeah. Diddy say, I made it look easy, but it's rough and tough. We always do, sis. See, one thing about us, Diddy, we be going through a lot, and people would never be able to tell unless we tell them, unless we express it to them. But they can't tell. We show up. We show up on time. We show up like we need to. And we show up still, even when we ain't called to show up at all. Because it's in our essence to show up and be who we was called to be by God. And it get tough. And sometimes can't nobody read you or be able to tell. Only one could. It's either other people you tell, but for the most part, the only one can read you is God. And so that's who we go to, or other spiritual brothers and sisters. They can sometimes tell. And that's why we is allowed, or we should be on the same, path of connecting. Because when you connected to other light sources and other light beings, it make things easier on you as you maneuver out this reality. All right? I'm telling you right now. And we tapped in, sis. You already know, Didi. We make it look easy. The Platinum Owls say, we build temples to heal, even create cosmology. Yeah. And for astronomy, and for energy landmarks, and for future knowledge. The things we built in the ancient days was not only for our ancestors, it was for us to remember who we was. Those pyramids, those landmarks, those Grand Canyons is a reminder of who you are and where you come from. That's why it was built. It wasn't just built in real time for those generations. It was built for us right now in this generation to remember where we come from. All right? Straight up. Didi say all glory and honor and praises to the cosmic mother and father. Let's go, Didi. You already know, sis. Always giving thanks and showing and giving praises. That's what it's all about. Fierce soul got fire. Didi got fire 100. Didi say, yup. April say, hey, True, I like the deepness of this topic tonight. Yeah, you already know. Listen, when I'm saying I'm about to go in, I'm about to go in. Straight up. I'm about to go all the way in. Anytime you hear me say I'm about to go in, I'm about to go in. All I need is your undivided attention and your good point of view and perspective and commentary, and we gonna go in together. We gonna go in together. Straight up. And it's another one for the books. It's another one for the ages. And we did it again here on True Media. Straight up. And this is what we do it for. John Boy got the thumbs up. Sutras Access say, yeah, I told my auntie I could write a book about a particular chapter of my life and it would sell like hot cakes. And she answered, said it sure would. Yeah, a lot of us have a lot of internal wisdom. We have a lot of history. We have a lot of pain. We have a lot of experience. And we could put it into a book. And I'm telling you right now, it'll become a masterpiece, a bestseller. That's for sure. Patrice laughing. That's how my father was. Yeah, that's how I am with my son, Patrice. Very, very well involved and very well connected with everything. And the teachers know this. The principal know this. The vice principal know this. The chancellor know this. The math teacher, science, they all know. Yeah, we give Mr. Vincent a call, he gonna be up here. He gonna be up, unless he out of town somewhere or something like that. Mr. Vincent gonna be up here. I care about mine. I love mine for real. The Platinum Owl say, this live is genuine and realness creates unity. Man, this is what it's all about, Platinum Owl. You already know we always coming from a genuine approach and perspective, because when it's real, we don't need no cut. When it's real, straight up, it's 100 proof over here, man. No cut. Real talk. The Platinum Owl say, okay, I read that one. Didi say, that's how I am as well. I know. I already know. Vibrations got 100. The Platinum Owl say facts. Didi say, don't let the love distract you, because I have much to give as well. Listen, Didi. I'm telling you, listen. I'm telling you, Didi, listen, and Patrice and Platinum and Truth Rises. Listen, y'all. We love God now. We you know what I mean? We spiritual beings now. And I'm telling you, it's all good to the good, to it ain't. To it ain't. It's all good to the good, and to it ain't. And to it ain't. You feel what I'm saying? Real talk. And I just want to say that. I'm telling you. Straight up. Patrice say, at Didi. Yeah, I'm telling you. Patrice laugh and say 100. Platinum Owl say, at Didi, LMA, I feel you on that. For real. Y'all, those of us whose parents and who have little siblings, like little brothers and sisters or nieces and nephews, y'all know what I'm talking about. We love because they the future. They look up to us. You know what I mean? They supposed to be a reflection of us when they get older. And so it's like, at the end of the day, we got to understand, as we teach them to go out into this world, it's some things that come with it. And, you know, I really straightened that little boy up. You know what I mean? I straightened him up. I kind of felt bad a little bit because he was damn near in tears, but I had to tell him, I wasn't cussing at the boy or nothing like that, but I was telling him, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? And so, you know, he was like, oh, okay, man, and, you know, he was listening. And they became friends after that. They became friends. And, you know, yeah, sometimes as a parent or as a big brother or as an auntie or uncle, you know, you got to make your presence felt when necessary. You got to make your presence felt. Can't be having our kids around here being bullied. I ain't with all that shit. Straight up. I don't give a fuck. I ain't with none of that. Real talk. Okay, we caught up. Okay, I'm caught up. I'm right here. Okay, I caught up. Wow, I caught up. Okay, that's because I skipped a lot of comments and try to skip down to the bottom. But I'm caught up to y'all now. I'm okay, I see everybody real messages in real time now. Patrice laughing. Diddy say at Patrice laughing. Diddy say at the Platinum Mile 100. It's love. Patrice say at Diddy, I feel you. Not one time, not one time coming up did I ever get in trouble for fighting. We're better. LOL. Diddy say the Platinum Mile, all praises, salute. Diddy say Patrice, I already knew. I already know. Patrice say right. LOL. And so, yeah, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to this live. I'm going to end it right there. Wish everybody the best with them and their families. Y'all keep God first. Stay prayed up. Pray for your loved ones. Even if you don't get along with their crazy asses sometimes, pray for them. Wish them the best. Tell them you love them when you get an opportunity to. Keep your head up. You stay focused. You stay strong. No matter what pain or what challenges or obstacles come your way, keep on fighting a good fight. Keep God first. Keep stepping and moving with a sense of fulfillment and purpose and joy. Don't let nothing steal your joy. And remember, you don't have to abide to this system to have peace or freedom. You just got to know who God is, and you got to know who you are. Okay? And you got to be willing to do without and set your life up in the best way that makes sense to you. All right? So Diddy, Patrice, I love y'all. Truth Risings, John Boy, everybody, Empress, Mercedes, everybody that tuned in. 832. Everybody. I love y'all. God bless y'all. Y'all have a good weekend. Be careful out here. All right? If y'all need me, reach out. Straight up, I'm here. So until next time, God bless y'all. I love y'all. I'll let y'all later. Peace. 100.